when we get the thing. Can you move it up there? Is it physically allow you to?
No, I actually physically moved the camera.
No, what I'm saying, can you physically put the laptop up there with the
yeah.
extension cord? Does it give you enough room, or are we still short? I have a feeling that we might still be short.
Can you lift that for me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Looks like we're gonna be good. That's fine. You should have plenty of room to make it work. You may have to, you know, mess with it slightly from there, but
Yeah,
Now I'll get
now
up
we
and
just need to
move
do
the-
that
yeah, I'll get up and move the.
towards you.
I'm pretty sure I can figure out where it goes. All right.
Yep, that gets you. See it? Put your hand out.
You see it my phone.
Yeah, I can see your phone fine. It's back here. Yep, I see that, and I see your phone. Cool.
Yeah, you're probably good.
And I have it recording already.
Okay, cool.
And I definitely say, if you can find to Aaron, if you can find a deal on hard drives, buy a few, because
We'll have to do it for him. He's not gonna.
right.
He's not gonna he's not gonna go take the time to find the good deals. But we can say, hey, we will let you know when we find the deal, and you need you to order it.
Right.
Because how much hard drive space will we need for this? Because you're not going to store them here. You're going to store them in the cloud. You're going to delete them locally and then store them in the cloud, right?
Right.
What's up, bro? It's up there.
We,
So everything looks good except for the cloak had a little minor issue. But I don't know if you were trying to salvage it or not. Just have to see once you get it all out and look at it, see if the rest of them looks amazing. Like the actual legs and the body and the heads. He's got multiple head options. There's one there and there's a couple here. Awesome. He had 3 head options, 4 head options.
Yeah, it's just
That giant crazy cloak of doom is just, yeah. But I didn't want to give all the sports and stuff.
Yeah.
These guys come out great.
oh yeah, they look.
And their extra faces are here, so like they sort of have no face, and then you can kind of put this little mask on there. Cool. And then all the little bits and bobs are on there. But I got you a bunch of those guys, and then hopefully they work for you, and then you go build an avatar kicker rack.
Hopefully, then I can really say I'm running mono quints.
That'd be pretty awesome. I like it.
Because all of my fire prisons and falcons, those have all been getting
Quintified?
Yes.
I like it.
How do you want me to?
However you want, man.
Cash app or?
I don't cash app because I'm not a drug dealer, but I do. I got Venmo and PayPal, or you can hit me something else later. And see if that doesn't work. You can try to reprint the tape again. It's just maybe it was angle.
Yeah,
It's a rough here little piece. Sure, I'm going here. They announced the winners of stuff for that.
Oh, really?
League. They just put it on the chat earlier. So Herschel got the best painted, and me and Fernando got tied for best sportsman.
Oh, nice.
And then he got the best lore, I guess. He beat me by 1 vote. Fernando beat me by 1 on the best lore. And then I got second for best painted model, and I got second in a lot of things.
Nice.
And I got second overall on the winningness. I guess in the we don't have a prize for it, but in the placings I got second.
Oh, nice.
So Josh is also part of Team Barnhammer. So we represent as well. We had I guess first and second, and then there's Herschel. Kurt's part of Barnhammer, so these guys are do some stuff with us. But Drip got award for second best painted army.
I played against him.
He's a good guy. He's coming today. That's what I'm trying to play with today.
Oh, nice.
So what I did was, he's got a Krieg army, but I was showing him how cool this one technique is with rattlings, right? But I found rattlings that are Krieg-themed rattlings, right? 20 of them. But here's what they do. They hit on 3 face, Their gun is strength 4, AP 2, 2 damage.
Oh my god.
It was a good gun, right?
Yeah.
They hit on 3s, 4, 2, 2. They can't be given orders.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. They're not humans, so they don't get any orders. But here's the trick: they get all the other bonuses. So there's a detachment where if you get out of a vehicle, oh, they also have precision because they are sniper rifles.
Yeah.
So it's 4.22 with precision, right? Hit on 3s. They have one that you get out of a vehicle, you get +1 to wound.
Oh no.
Right? So you put them in a Chimera, you jump them out of the vehicle, you shoot people, right? Then they have a roll after they're done shooting, they get to move.
Oh my god. Their move, shoot, move?
Yes. So they just get back in their hobbit hole. We're going to name the Chimera the Hobbit Hole.
Oh my god.
And then here's what I'm going to show you how it works, right? Let me show you this one right here. This is what I'm teaching them today. I'm teaching them how to play the list. But what you do is, this is my fake Chimera. You just go, I'm going to put it here. It's 1 inch from the wall.
Yeah.
And then they pop out on the top.
And they can go back down.
And they shoot, and then they go back down. And then they're up here just shooting at you and going back down. And so you can't charge them because they're in the vehicle.
I just feel personally
And if you-
offended as a
They jump-
Drukhari player. I'm supposed to be the hop out, go back in. I'm supposed to be the move, shoot, move
Well,
guy.
you know what's in the... He's going to put 5 in there, not 10. You could put 10 in there. He's going to put 5 in there. And they'll just pop out, shoot, pop back in, precision your characters a lot of your squads and
That's
stuff.
so cool.
But he has a strat for if you're on an objective, he gets rerolls to hit and wound. So then they can be rerolls to hit and wound, right?
Why are the Ratlings like actually
100
so
points
awesome?
for 10. 100 points for
I
10.
played them in Kill Team.
Yeah.
I used some grots I had lying around to proxy them, and I don't know if you've played the newest version of Kill Team at all, but no like Horde armies, quote unquote Horde, are good except for the Ratlings and the Mantis,
Yeah.
essentially.
So the other thing he has in the Chimeras, okay, he's got 6 Chimeras. Okay? 6 transports. Right? They're cheap. They're
Yeah.
60, 70 points, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
They're cheap enough, and they have some good guns on them. They have flamers or heavy bolters.
Sure, yeah.
And then a lot of little like crappy shots, but they have some, and they have a 100 killer missile. So he's got 600 killer missiles in the army, right? I mean, they're not going to do anything, but if he gets all 6 of them on one target or something, right? So okay, so he's got 3 Chimeras that are set up with Burnas and snipers, and 3 Chimeras that are set up with bomb squads.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the Burnas and sniper squads is 5 Ratlings, and I found him the Krieg Ratlings. They have little gas
That's
masks.
so cute. Oh my gosh.
I know, right? I think he needs to build the bases up. They're maybe not. Maybe they're a little small, but they have little gas masks, and he has like a little commissar helmet on.
Aw, I love that.
So these guys will be great once you paint them, right? I think they got a few things on.
I gotta get going.
Yeah, you gotta go
I
teach.
at 4.
Yo, have a good one, man.
Thanks, appreciate it, man.
Did you answer your question about the hard drive? It's because it can record in lossless. And you want as highest quality as possible.
Sure, for editing and the other stuff, but
But also to hand it off to me or to whoever
yeah,
they want.
the portable hard drive would probably be the best, like a 1 terabyte.
That's what I mean. is
1
the
terabyte
portable.
USB hard drive will be fine. Problem is these have really slow like ports. They have USB 2 points.
Oh.
So they're not going to be fast at transferring data. Even if you get a fast hard drive, there's a bottleneck because it's an old crappy computer with Windows 10.
Well, again, it's for show, right?
Mhm.
One thing we tell them is like, you definitely want to upgrade the computer.
Well, I mean, this is the zero cost option, and then if he wants to do more, he can do more.
Right.
But we will help him get the zero cost off the ground. And then if he wants to do more, he can do more, right? I mean, we can find some more. We can find some more hard webcams somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So my opponent is coming. We're just going to only get in like a few turns, but we'll talk about
What
it.
is he playing?
Imperial Guard. But he's playing this meme list that I built. So I was telling him about it. So the Ratlings get out, shoot, get back in the vehicle, and every time they do, they get +1 to wound. Right? And then he's got 3 heavy flamers in there that are D6 shots, strength 6, AP 1, 2 damage. Ignore cover, right?
Okay.
And then he's got these bomb squads that can basically do 10 mortal wounds to you. Right? They just do like, hey, takes 10 mortal wounds.
Which one's Imperial on here?
Astra Militar.
Okay. I did not know what their old name was, because I'm guessing that's
That's the new name.
Yeah.
The old name was Imperial Guard. So the trick with them though is that yeah they
because they got their book now, right?
yeah they do have a book now, so they just got it, so that's why I added it to the app. So the Ratlings are good, the Flamers are good, and then he's got these mortal wound squads that can come out and do like 10 mortal wounds to you. Okay, so it's all around like a very
And they have grenade.
Yes, the Krieg combat engineers get to grenade for free. Then they have a little once per game bomb, and then he's taking a unit called a Cyclops demolition vehicle, and it's a vehicle that can fit inside your vehicleception, and they get out and they do D3 mortals to you and blow up themselves. They're literally like 25 points a model, so they're just 25 points, and all they do is blow up.
Now, question: are any of them going to have a tank stopper?
No, because they're only 5 mans. But he probably should run 10 mans, at least one vehicle. But right now we're kind of doing it as more of a meme. So it's really a meme list. It could be turned into a good list if you take some time to like play through what works and what doesn't. I mean, we're paying like 150 points to do 10 mortal wounds to something and then die 3 times. So he's got 30 mortal wounds prepped and ready to go. And they'll probably pop out, do their thing, and then die. And who cares, right? They're expendable in that particular manner, right? And the cool thing is, for a lot of it, you could be hiding behind a wall. They can still hit you with the mortals. They don't even have to be able to see you to pop you with mortals. So they could, like, if you had your Lord of Change back hiding or something, they move really fast. They could get up the field, get up there, and then do 10 mortals to you pretty quick. They only have to get within a certain range of you to be able to hit you with all the mortals, so it's kind of interesting.
But that's where flamers come in. Like.
Yeah. This army doesn't love flamers because overwatching them sucks, but they have a lot of their own flamers. So if you ever deep strike anything, it's like, oh, take 3d6, strength 6, AP 1, 2 damage flamer shots from us. So he's going to have flamers set up defensively in lots of places that are ready to like flame you. And the tanks have a firing deck, so if he wants to, he can just fire the flamers from outside the. He can just fire them from inside the tank. He doesn't have to. Fortunately, you cannot Overwatch with firing deck. If you could, orcs would be broken. Orcs like Ludas and trucks. Ludas and a Squigoth. Just dumb. I do think I need to make the 3 Squigoth army. I'm going to have to make 3 Squigoths. But they can only have 25% of your army, so you only have 500 points 3D printed. Right? And Squigoths cost, let me see how much. So you can only do 2 probably. Let me see. Orcs, Imperial Armor, data sheets. They are 440, so you can only have 1. They're 440 points. But they're tough, man. They are 13 toughness, 30 wounds. What's up, bro? It's okay, man. Things happen. We're going to practice today. We're just kind of playing a meme game.
Alright.
And we're practicing, and we're doing some weird, like, this is mostly like to you to learn how to play the army, so that when you play someone else, it's not as much of a meme, right? I do think maybe 10 mans are better than 5s when it comes to the Ratlings, right? Maybe take one of the, you can take one of the Flamer squads out and just make it a 10 man. And I did make you 20. I did make you 20 Ratlings. If we need more, we can get more, but I made you 20 because that's what would fit on the plate, right?
Yeah.
So these are our fake chimeras.
Alrighty.
So I'll talk to you about it a little bit, but like basically one of the tricks was like, you just have your chimera like start here, and then it can just move up to here, and then they pop out on the second floor, shoot, and then pop back in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Because they move, shoot, move, right?
I was looking at that roll, and I was like, dang.
I think 10 of them could be pretty good because they're like, pop up, do damage, pop back.
What were those little ones that you made?
These Cyclops demolition vehicles are the little bombs that blow up. So these are your, look at they look exactly like they're like a chimera but just smaller. They fit in the back of this basically. And these are your fake chimeras for the day. They're about the same size.
Yeah.
So we've got some fake chimeras. Yeah, it'll work for us today. See, this list also, not only does it have the 6 chimeras, it also has 2 Rogaldorn commanders and an artillery piece.
Yeah.
So the army I'm playing is regular demons, and we get 6-inch deep strikes.
Ooh.
And so it's like you have to screen us, but the deployment zone is just the quarter. So you actually should be able to screen me from getting back there too easy. Like you should easily be able to screen me.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a big problem for you. Because you can basically set up your artillery back in the back, and then your Kriegmen on the point, and then you pretty much got me screened.
Oh, that's right. I need to go show my grandma that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
You gotta recording though, so.
It's recording right now? Okay, cool. You just got excited, sorry.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, if everything's hurt, you're still going to play. And just forgot. It's like,
I started getting miniatures out, I was excited. So, Drip, we're actually practicing a streaming game, but it's not actually streaming on the internet.
alright.
We're just recording it to the laptop, but we're testing, like, can we... This is a zero-cost streaming setup for Aaron, right? We're trying to show him that, like, we could set you up with this, like, a streaming setup for a table.
Yeah.
And then the goal is eventually we would have a table set up where we're streaming, like all the time. This is the stream table. If you want to play on the stream table, you can. So today we are just, like, doing it to show, like, I'll email it to him later and be like, look, we did a streaming game at your store and it worked.
I am proxying the
Yeah, proxy whatever.
5 of these guys.
Yeah, proxy whatever.
Engineers.
Yeah. This, like, that's the whole point of today. We're just, like, doing a practice learning game. But the more I'm, like, looking at this list, the more I like it. Especially the Rattlings and the Chimeras.
I know.
I'm especially happy with those guys. They seem really good.
I barely even thought about them, to be honest. It's like, oh, rattling exist.
Yeah. But in this detachment, underneath, that's what my brain does. I think of the random things that, you know.
When you see one of these on sale, you can let me know. So
Oh yeah, they were like $80 when I got one, and it was a good deal.
just so you know, if we travel and whatnot.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely need it. And just driving, it's fine. So you know about Gooey,
Yeah.
super tough. She's fast as hell.
Alright.
She moves 14th, and she has advance and charge. So technically, she could go 20 inches and then charge you, turn 1. So you need to keep her in mind that, like, she's not that killing. She can't kill Orgrimmar. Her attacks are strength 8 and strength 6, right? So she's not like, she's wounding you on 5s.
Yeah.
She'll kill anything else on, you know, all your infantry and all your little guys she'll rip apart. But she does get a lot of attacks, and if I get some bonuses on her, she could kill Orgrimmar eventually. But she's really tough. She's -1 to be hit, all the time shooting in melee. She's got a 5-up feel no pain, 4-up invulnerable. Like, she's tough. But she's also fast. So if you let her, she can first turn charge you and get in your lines.
Yeah.
Like, first turn.
It's like,
And then
how many wounds does she have, too?
18. And then she heals. Every time she kills a model on a 3-up, she heals a wound.
Oh, that's nasty.
So she heals. And he's the one with the 4-up feel no pain. I'm not doing the Battle Shock one.
Alright.
So I'm not doing Battle Shock crap. He's just tough as nails. He'll just sit there and eat two Orgrimmars to the face
Yeah.
and laugh at you. He just eats those bullets, right? These guys are the same as they were. They're my actual killers.
Yeah.
If you kill them, then I kind of don't have a lot of offense. And then the rest of my list is, I've got some regular cheap guys, got some Nurglings. The rest of the list is just cheap scoring units, like stuff to, like, get onto points, score stuff. It's nothing that you haven't seen. It's like cheap demons that will die to most things, right? But if you get your mortal wound bomb off on one of these or her, you could do some serious damage,
Yeah.
right? Combine that with you just got to kind of wait and get them out there and do the job, right?
There's a lot of drones. It's like drone.
Yeah. Yeah, they get the big drones with them. So they're like, we brought our big brother drone. He's coming out. So they're 25 points for basically a couple mortal wounds. They're like, that's not bad,
Yeah.
right? And it's a cheap, fast. It moves 8, right? So it's pretty fast, right? And it can get around. And, like, if you need to, like, just throw it up there because you're trying to score engage, you're like, I don't care that he dies. I'll just advance him up there.
I mean, blows up on a 4 if you kill him, too.
If you kill him, yeah, he's gonna blow up anyways. Do 1 damage to everything around him.
Yeah.
But if you get within 3 inches of him, he blows up and does D3. So there's other things you can go put him on a point and be like, if you come over here to get this, you're gonna get blowed up.
Yeah.
So he move blocks. He, like, literally tells people, like, you can't move there, right? So your army is gonna be a staging army. So staging means you're trying to, like, you're gonna have to position well. Now,
Yeah.
the one good thing is I don't have a lot of good shooting. I don't have a lot of good anti-tank shooting. So in this list, if something were to get deployed in the open, I'm not necessarily going to be able to kill it turn 1. Against any other list, you want nothing exposed turn 1. If you go second, you want them to be like, oh, I don't have any shots.
Yeah.
That's what you want, right? But it's hard to do that. So this is going to be one where you're going to have to put your stuff out a little bit at a time. And so what you could do is you could strap reserve 1 or 2 of your Chimeras with the guys inside and have them come in later. Because they can come in on the edge and the guys can get out and shoot, and then the Rattlings get back in after they shoot, right? So Like that could get you into a good spot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, congratulations on your. Did you see that you won like second place?
Yep.
So it was good.
That's very good because I have I sold the rest. I sold the rest of the Cadians. I only have a Rogaldorn that's painted Cadian and
Yeah.
a Kasserkin. I already spent like $130 of it or something.
Yeah. Well, you don't play Warhammer to win money,
Yeah.
so definitely not
I've,
good.
I've got $90 left over plus the store credit. I can probably fill out my Pro-Am list.
Yeah, probably can. Yeah, and if you want to run Rattlings now, you can.
Yeah.
Now that you're like, oh, I've got Rattlings, I could just get these guys primed and like, they're basically Krieg. They look like Krieg. So
I know, it's like,
I was like, they're like
yeah,
tiny
man.
Krieg. They're tiny Kriegs, man.
Frodo, shoot him.
Yeah, and let me see how they big. Like they look not the same. I mean, they don't look that much smaller than a regular Kriegsman. You know,
Yeah.
he's kneeling down, so that's kind of fun. They're not like they're dramatically smaller. So, all right, we might not get a full game in, but let's get what we can in.
Yep. That's good with me.
Okay, let's get these dice out of here.
Yes. Get on to the side of the table.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what side we're on, but we can roll to see who gets to set up first.
I would say Derek should take that side
What?
because of the cord.
Oh, you want me to deal with that side just because I might have to deal with the cord? Okay. I got a 5. We have a dice box, so if you want to roll, this is what streaming does. You roll the dice box. So I'll take that side, and
All right.
then I will. You have infiltrators because you do
I
have
have Rattling.
Rattlings, and they can be infiltrators. You don't have to deploy them in the
They can,
tanks. You can deploy them other places, right? So that's the fun thing. Is like you could go, no, you can deploy them as infiltrators against some armies. That might be the right play.
Yeah.
For this one, I say we won't worry about that yet. We'll just put them all in the tanks. We know they're all going in the tanks. And the real question is whether you keep any in reserve or not, because otherwise
Yeah.
you're going to have a literal parking lot back here, right? But
Yeah.
fortunately, I can't do a lot of like other than charging you and disrupting you. I can't do a lot other than like keeping you in your. I can kind of keep you in your zone. So it might not be a bad idea to put 2 squads, like one of each, like one bomb squad, and then one
Heavy weapons.
heavy weapons. Yeah,
And
one.
Rattlings.
Yeah, one like Rattling heavies, and then one bomb squad in reserve, just to like see what happens,
Yeah.
and then deploy the other 6 tanks somewhere. Out here,
Yeah.
you know, you got plenty of room for them. So let me grab my stuff and I'll go head over that way with it.
All right.
And then since you don't really have infiltrators, I'm gonna go first just because you might. I don't know. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know
Know what's going on?
what you're. I don't like if we were playing a tournament, I wouldn't know if you were gonna infiltrate them or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but we have to declare all of our
Infiltrate and-
all that stuff before we even set up. So I'm just deep striking my Beast of Nurgle. Everything else is going to stay on the table. It's the corner deploys.
And one thing that's good about the Rogaldorn tank commanders too is chimeras are squadron, so they can get move from the tank commander.
That's right, they can. Yeah, and then that helps them like really get up the field if they need to like go do something, like especially like oh I got to make a good play this turn to like score a lot of points.
Yeah. And this is probably where my strategic mind kind of falters on some of this staging stuff.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna learn. This is more advanced army.
Mhm.
It's also a little bit of a meme army, but it's
But
okay to play
it's-
meme armies sometimes. Like, you gotta believe in the meme.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, a clock is or a broken clock is right twice fast.
Oh, I do have. Yeah. Well, but like no, but meme armies are also good because people don't expect them and they do things that are very unorthodox, and people don't like. I don't know how to answer that. So I do have this one squad of Slanesh girls, and here's Celesky. It's the right model. So these girls are literal blenders, right? Like they're just literal blenders, and then they have a character leading them, and they're a very offensive unit.
Alrighty.
And so you didn't see them before. These chariots are just cheap and crappy 60 point. They're tough and fast, but unless they're killing guardsmen, they're not going to kill much of anything.
Okay.
Right? They were having trouble killing Space Marine scouts. I think I killed 2, right? So it's not like they're not like killing a lot, right? But they usually die. Screamers are like if they fly over you, they can do mortals.
Alright.
They're just fast. They are anti-vehicle though,
Okay.
so they can like take a hunk out of a Rogaldorn. They're not going to kill one because it's just a 3-man squad. If I had a 6-man
It's like it's
and
gonna
juiced
trip
them
over
up, but yeah, I could like do a few damage to them. Beast of Nurgle are what you expected from before. They're just there to be
Action
super tough and action monkey. I've got a big Nurgling squad, so this is kind of the same stuff that we kind of looked at. Just most of the stuff on this table is kind of cheap scoring units, except for this Slanesh girl unit. The trick is, if you overwatch them with flamers, they just absolutely melt. Because they're toughness 3 with a 5-up save.
Yeah.
So I don't want them getting melted by flamers. I'm going to do everything I can not to. So I'm just letting you know, like, that's, you do have something that kind of, like, if your flamers are in the tank, you can't overwatch. Because you can't use the firing deck when you overwatch. So
Alrighty.
the firing deck is only in the shooting phase, right? So that's the only bad side about keeping them in the vehicles. So like if you wanted to, you could just put them out into put them out somewhere where they're fairly safe. But then if anything comes nearby, you have some overwatch. It might be good for this because I have a girl squad that like you don't want them to do their thing. So
Yeah.
all right, what we'll do is we'll probably go, and I'll just try to block you off on this side. I'm going to make it to where you can't easily get to this objective, because this is the like easier one for you to get to. I think maybe something like that. So I'm just going to set up a wall of Nurglings to kind of like screen you out. I got to be 9 inches away from your deployment zone. Unfortunately, that also means that I have to be on the point if I want to screen you out.
If I get what's the 1 second? Overwhelming force.
Yeah, first turn, if you get overwhelming force, then
Might be able to get it.
yeah, you
But-
might be able to score it on me. But I'm just trying to keep you from being able to easily get onto this point here, and I'm just trying to keep you from.
Now, I do have a question, kind of like what to do about bold leadership and that enhancement. Since
So what
stick
that?
a command squad in a vehicle, they can roll, or whatever character has that enhancement rolls over objective point on the next command phase.
Yeah. So what you have it mostly for sticky because you have too many guys in the squad to fit in, right?
Yeah.
So they have 15 models,
It-
right? It's like
yes.
5 and 10, so they can't even get into a
Can't even
transport.
get
So really, it's just there for it's cheap, and you had points, so it's cheap and it gives them sticky. So you can put them on your home and sticky it. And then on some scenarios, like my army, you wouldn't do it against mine because my army can pick up and drop and pick up and drop.
Yeah.
Against other armies, you sticky your home, and then if they don't have any way to deep strike back there or get back there easily, you can just start moving them out and trying to take other points and sticking the other points.
Alrighty.
But otherwise, they're just go in the back and they sticky and they screen. Because remember, versus me, you don't want me deep striking back there. I've got 6-inch deep strike, so you would definitely want to set up like this Krieg squad like all the way back here and like in your artillery back here, so they can just order the artillery because you have a limited. But if you had the normal like halfway, you'd probably put the artillery here and your other squad here and try to screen out normal deep strikes, and then they can still order because they have the long range.
stats.
Yeah, they can long range order the. That's the only thing they're going to order really.
Yeah.
Ratlings can't be ordered, right? And then what are you going to order? Maybe you're going to order the combat engineers to move. Because the trick is they only have to get within 12
Yep. And
to,
then they,
to blow people up, right? So the trick is they can get out of the Chimera within 3, and then their move 6 plus move gives them what?
9. Or
It makes them
s-
plus
movement-
3.
Yeah, plus 3.
So then they could basically move 12 out of the Chimera. So if you had a Chimera like right here, they could get out and end up being right here, and then they're 12 inches away. They could just
Hop
get within range to hopefully get within 8 for grenades, and then also within 12. And you don't need line of sight for the remote mine.
Yep.
Just within 12. So you can hit stuff. You can hit stuff real far off.
Yeah, and if I do get the Krieg command squad in today, but they do have the one like burner,
That's fine. You can give them whatever equipment wise. To give them.
or it's
I didn't give them equipment. I just kind of put them in
Yeah.
there. So
the servo skull scribe. Gives
Nice.
them- it's another order, but you burn it. It's like a
once per game,
Yeah.
extra order. Okay. So I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna put those guys there, and then you drop, and then put these guys here. But we kind of know where your first 2 drops are. It's gonna be command squad and your artillery. Those are your first 2 like drops.
I didn't want them to fall.
Oh yeah. They're up there.
Well, I play some of these pieces too. So.
Well, and I probably have to get. I did find 3 more flamers. I didn't look for more screamers yet.
Okay.
But they're probably like in the spruce, not put together.
Which is fine.
But I found a box that's sealed that has 3 more flamers. But the problem is we're still missing 1 flamer somehow. Like I've got 8, and that's not enough to run. They're in squads of 3. So I'm like,
Right.
where did the other flamer go? I can just 3D print one, just replace it, or we can use a brain bug guy. But it's just one of those.
I'm always gonna stick. Or do I always stick the 10-man infantry with the command squad on this list? Or
Yeah, I would pretty much always stick them with the command squad, and then their job is just to sit in the back and screen. Like that's literally you bought them to screen, and then late game they can get off the point once people's deep strikes are over. But my army, it's never over because I can pick up 2 units at the end of your turn. My army strategy is to I can hit you where I want to hit you. The other thing you could do with those Kriegsmen is you could bubble wrap your tanks.
Oh yeah, you're telling me about bubble wrapping the chimeras
Yeah.
and then the heavy flamers behind them too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they can't even they can't attack your tank without going through the
Did they change
infantry first.
3-inch deep strike that they get?
Mm-hmm. We don't get 3-inch deep strike anymore.
Okay.
No one does. Game wide, they took out 3-inch deep strike,
Did
and they changed it to 6-inch deep strike. And demon players were like, "We already have that." And they're like, "Okay, well, your 6-inch deep strike, you can charge after."
Oh,
For 1 CP, I can do a 6-inch deep strike anywhere on the board, no shadow required, and charge after.
okay.
And so if I do it to a greater,
Nice.
I can 6-inch deep strike a greater, and then I can then 6-inch deep strike a
So how does it
soul grinder
how does
next
it work
to
with
it.
the grater? Are they considered shadow anywhere?
They're
they
always
are?
the shadow. So the thing is, once I deep strike the greater down, then I can deploy the next unit next to. So I can bring up the Selesky and the girls, or I can bring up a soul grinder. I got 2 Slanesh soul grinders.
But that's what they changed that particular strat.
Yeah, and that makes this list a lot better,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so I'm gonna put my little screamers right here. They're little action monkey, like go do stuff units. So for you, like I don't have a lot of shooting, but remember she can go like 20 inches. So if I set her up like over here or over here she's probably pretty well screened from being shot at for the most part. But you know she's gonna go 14, but let's just say 17 as an average. She can move to there and then charge. So she could turn 1 charge you, but she can't kill a Rogel Dorn. She can only like do a little bit of damage to it. She has flat 3 damage, but you know, not a lot. So the thing is, your Rogel Dorns are fairly safe in like this area. I don't have a lot of shooting. So you could set one up like here, and you could set one up over there. And the biggest threat I can do to them is first turn charge it with like her or something similar to her. You're probably okay. If I go second, one of the tricks about this army, if I go second, like if you go first and I go second, at the end of your turn I'm going to pick up 2 units, and then I'm going to put them back on the table and they're going to charge you.
Okay.
And they're going to be like 6-inch charges.
Yeah.
So if I charge you with like soul grinders into a Rogel Dorn, 2 soul grinders will definitely pop a Rogel Dorn, right? So you want to like have something
Like
protecting it. You want to have some, you know, things in front of it so that it doesn't get charged. Because I physically can't charge it. But yeah, you're probably safe to set those up. Yeah, that's a very safe spot for that. Probably no danger of anything bad happening to it there.
Yeah.
And then you might want to scooch these guys just slightly over. You want to make enough room for 1 chimera to go here, right wherever your chimeras are, because it can go here and then go through and out. That's probably a good spot for one, and then maybe another one right here. If you get containment turn 1, you're going to need units to go do containment. So one of the best units to do containment is like your 5-man Creek combat engineers. They're fine to do containment, or your ratlings are good at containment because they can just do the action and they're fine. But you could do like you need to see, like you'll probably put a chimera here, and then 1 here and 1 here, and maybe 1 up here. Well, you only have 4 out, yeah. So that would be the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another Rogel Dorn right there. Probably your best setup. But just make sure you have something that can go do containment, right? Well, the Chimera itself can do containment, so what's the cool thing, right? The Cyclops can't, though. So, okay. So we know where all these guys are going. I will go ahead and just set up these guys because I know where they're going. I'm going to kind of set up the rest of my guys because I know where my stuff's going.
Is this supposed to be your Slanesh Demon Prince?
What's that?
Is this supposed to be the Slanesh Demon Prince?
No, that is... I was running that for Selesky because I couldn't find Selesky.
Ah, okay.
But it turned out Jacob barred it, and I got it back from Jacob now. So that's my alternative Selesky.
Okay.
So, I guess I just need to figure out like what chimeras would be best placed somewhere like with the.
Well, against my list, the mortal wounds are real effective. The sniper ones want to just sort of be annoying and set up shop and like get out, shoot, get out, shoot, get out, shoot. You know. So you're gonna have one like this is probably gonna be a rattling squad in this one, and then you're gonna move it up to here, and then well the problem is you'll have nurglings, but you can just wipe them out. You've got good nurgling killing weapons on this thing if you've got it set up with all the guns it can have. Right. You also have 600 killer missiles on those things.
600 killer missiles?
Well, there's 1 on each.
Oh, that's right.
You have 600 killer missiles. So if you really want to go like full fist on something, you can be like, all these chimeras move here, all of them fire 100 killer missiles at you. Eat it.
Can we kill the big boy?
Yeah. So that's just one of those funny things. But yeah, that's something you could possibly do. You know.
And I guess so. Would I want to run these with flamers on the chimeras, or
It's
would
your
I...
choice. I like them either way. I like them both ways.
Alright.
I mean, they're good. They're good however you want to run them, I think. So this is a little lone up character I have.
Alright.
Just gonna put her underneath, but I'm gonna put her on top so you remember she's there.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna start setting up units because I know where stuff's gonna go.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm pretty sure I know where everything's going for the rest of the game. You know, like I know where my stuff's going. So this army is much more fast and deadly, but it doesn't do any of that battle shock shenanigans stuff that the other army was doing.
So that's that's 3 chimeras down.
I've got like my whole army out, so.
Alright. I guess, what kind of advice do you have for, like, just for this phase? Because in general, this is the phase where I overthink the most.
Well, I think we kind of talked about where you're going to set stuff up, and you have a pretty good ideology. Just remembering, you have a unit that can go do area denial if you go first. If you draw area denial first turn, do you have a unit that can make it to the middle of the table that you're willing to sacrifice? Yes, you do, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just kind of put something in the back of the trucks to show, like. Also, these trucks, the tailgates work, just so you know.
Oh. So, this will...
Yeah, little tailgate.
Ooh, it's got stairs in it. Cool.
So these work pretty good for. These are from Mantic Games, and they were 3 for $100. 3 of the trucks, and they work pretty good for a. You could make them into a makeshift Torox, but I run them as my Goliaths in my Gene Stealer trucks because they make sense for like mining trucks.
Yeah.
But they also make pretty good Toroxes, right?
Yeah, the Torex Prime, it's so goofy that, oh yeah, I'll just carry my, what is it? I'll have 9 field ordnance batteries, please.
Yeah.
All in one truck.
Yep. That's exactly that you can do that. It's not legal. It's legal, but it's not smart. It's dumb.
Oh.
So yeah, just go ahead and mark what's in each tank or whatever, but
This will probably be...
because you got 3 of each, so you know. One problem with this army is, you do have a bit of a parking lot problem, but luckily, like this doesn't really stop your movement. You can just go over it, right? You can just kind of get set up on it and go over it. And I think it's recording audio too, so I have to be careful not to cuss too much.
Alright.
I know you're like a sailor. I know that's the joke. Gosh darn it. Oh, it hurt me. I love that one that was like, basically, Mormons don't curse, but they do say things that sound a lot like cereal. Captain Toast Crunch! Like when they're mad, like, it was kind of or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or like Captain Crunch, or like, what was the other one? Oh, you Frosted Flakes. Like, you just take cereals, but use the inclination of a curse word, then it kind of works for them. Alright, so what else you got to deploy? You're going to keep 2 off the table.
Yep. I still got still got 2 engineer squads.
Yeah, and then basically
One's
because of a
off the
6-inch deep strike, you don't have to do, like, if he's here, then you're safe, right? Like, you don't have to do, and these guys will stop the 6-inch, up to here, basically. So you keep me where it's hard to, I can still 6-inch, so it's not impossible, but it's harder to do that. Yeah. So let's talk about these guys. So this is an illegal detachment right now, or this is an illegal setup. Because every guy has to be, you have to wishbone him at the end.
Yep.
So just wishbone him at the end and you're good. But remember, this guy's already doing the 6 inches here. So realistically, you can tuck them in because he's covering all of this. You're fine. And I'm not going to shoot back. I have 1 indirect weapon, but not much. But like, you're probably going to just like tuck him in over here somewhere. And then they're kind of covering this area pretty good. And so, I mean, like if I want to deep strike here, I could come in here and then charge you. But if I'm doing that, then these tanks are gone and, you've probably done pretty well for yourself, right?
Yeah. I'll just set up, that's, I guess, engineer squad. Or show that that's an engineer squad.
Yep. Show that we've got engineers in there. So we've got Burners and Shootas, 2 engineers, right? And then you've got 1 of each off the table, right?
Correct.
Sounds good. Artillery back here to help screen. They're just there to screen and like claim it, and they could do some orders. They're basically going to give them orders, but once per game you give out a second order. Is that what you do?
Or if it's the Creek Command Squad, I don't have the 6th guy.
That's okay, but you have them. Yeah,
All right.
say you have them. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Sounds good. Forgot my money. Gotta go back.
I do have medicine now for headaches.
Oh, that's
That is
good. Have you
something
been
I
getting them
definitely
often, or just this
Um,
started coming up?
For a while I got them often, and then it started happening kind of often again. It's iffy. Some days are better than others, but
I used to not get any headaches, but then I got married and had 5 kids. Constant headaches now. No, I'm kidding.
It's probably just my.
sir? Good. All right. So roll to see who wins. I mean, goes first. That was the old 40K. So it's still a joke. Against certain armies, it really was that way back in the day.
You also have to forgive me that.
Oh, I got 6. I rolled a 6 on the
Yeah.
go first and a 6 on the defender thing. So
I got a 5.
I don't. This list actually wants to go second because. Oh, we didn't actually talk about the mission rules. You don't even know what the mission
Oh
is.
yeah.
So it's Scorched Earth, Stalwarts, Search and Destroy. Right.
Which mission?
Mission K.
Mission K. Okay.
Mission K, Special K, right? But not that like illegal Special K that they give to horses
I love me some horse tranquilizer.
in the morning.
Yes.
Okay. What is Stalwarts? Probably something you'll get to use and I won't, but okay. We are doing Search and Destroy. I guess we can put these like here for a second while we're
Getting it set up.
getting it set up here. Here's Stalwarts. Battle line units that perform an action are still eligible to shoot, but cannot perform another action. And battle line units can perform actions while within engagement range.
Oh.
So I have 2 battle line units. Actually, technically 3, but that one can't do actions. And then the actual mission, though, is... Oh, I'm not seeing it. Come on. Scorched Earth. So this is where you can do an action to burn an objective.
Okay.
So this is one where you're trying to burn the objectives if you want to. You can do the action and then it just goes away. So you can sort of like deny people, yeah. So you have to do the action and then live a whole turn,
Alrighty.
right? So you have to, if your unit's still within range of the same objective marker and you control it, it's burned, and you score 5 victory points for No Man's Land and 10 for the enemy deployment zone 1. And then you can score 5 for every objective you control up to 10. So you can only score 10 primary per turn unless you're burning. You just score 10. So that's actually a good one because all you have to do is hold 2 and you get your home.
Oh.
So this one's one where you're going to get 5 for your home. So you really only have to hold one other one. You don't have to like put everything out there onto points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I could try and fight over just one extra objective and protect, or as long as I screen out and protect.
That one objective, yeah. Which is why I put the Nurglings over there because this one's kind of further away for you. That one's closer. So since I'm going first, the Nurglings are going to advance and they're just going to run up in front of you and do nothing else. They're going to stand in front of your tanks and prevent you from moving. And that's Nurgling jail. And you just fell for it. No, sorry. Not again.
What you don't know is the tanks have fly.
Hey, Mom's coming to get you.
Exactly.
Call Mom. Yeah, if they do have fly, then they can get right over me. Some tanks and things can move over it, like infantry.
Oh.
Like some models, like these guys, can move over stuff if it's 4 inches or less, or
Oh yeah, walkers.
yeah, like walkers and stuff. So like, but with like this setup, I'm gonna basically make it hard for you to go get that one for a turn or 2. Now, you can also just absolutely truck those. Like, you'll spend 1 turn of shooting and you'll just destroy all those Nurglings. But it won't matter to me. I'll be like, I don't care that you killed all those Nurglings because you didn't get on the point for that turn. Yeah. So, so here we go.
And is it demonic incursion?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't put on our things. The third thing we need is like the scoring. Oh, it's asking us to sign in again on YouTube. I don't know why.
I won't worry about it.
Don't worry about it for now. We do need to have like I guess you could put this. We can just be like put your thing in there when you're not rolling at the beginning of the turn, just to like roll for missions. So all right, select mission, random.
You know what?
I got recover assets and storm hostile. Recover assets is terrible But Storm Hostile is one I can reroll turn 1, I think. Yeah, so I can Storm Hostile. I'm positive that that's a first turn reroll one. So let me just make sure.
All right.
Storm Hostile, yeah. If it's the first battle round, you can redraw it. So I'm gonna select missions, and so I'm just gonna roll a new mission, and then I'll put that one back because it actually goes back in the deck. So I got Behind Enemy Lines, which is also one. I believe I can reroll turn 1. So here we go. Yes, if you drew it in the first battle round, reroll it. I will also redraw. I will get Behind Enemy Lines. I'll draw another one, then get rid of it. I got March for Death. Oh crap. Okay, so you pick 3 units. I mean, I'm not gonna score anything turn 1. You pick 3 units that you are going to pick 3 units, and then if you I'll do the baby recover assets. It's fine. I'll get the baby because you can't. I don't think you can kill the units that I have that'll be doing it. So.
And to answer your question on scoring, we would just say, please put it in the Discord or like at whoever is going to.
No. I'm saying like a lot of times they have an app running,
Yeah,
like
but-
on a tablet, and that tablet or app is like sharing its screen somehow.
Oh, you
We'll have to
can.
look at how they do that, but
I know how to do it. It's
Yeah.
just that requires someone to actually do that.
yeah. So this one we'll just tell people like just
Third man.
put your phone in there. That way people on stream can see what's going on, right? All right, we both just gained 1 CP. I got my missions. What are you picking for March for Death?
I'm gonna pick this Rogaldorn, the artillery piece, and then the infantry squad on
'Kay.
my home floor.
Right. So that's fine. You could have gone even safer. I probably can't kill that Rogaldorn because I can't first turn deep strike it with 2 things. But it would have been safer to maybe even pick like that back Chimera or the Chimera that's behind everything. Probably these are the 3 safest. These are probably the 3 safest units on turn 1. Because there's a chance I could kill that. Not very high, but small chance. But I can't. I'm not even going to try. So, okay. Looks like I'm scoring baby recover. So, we're going to start the turn. I'm going to do command phase abilities. They don't have any command phase things that I remember. So we're going to start moving, and I am going to start with an advance roll on those Nurglings. So they're going to go rapidly your way. You're going to go 9 inches. All right?
Yep.
So I actually got to try to move him. I got to block you, so I'm going to have to move him slightly less because I was 9 inches away from you, so I should be able to get right up to your deployment zone, but I had to move over a little bit. And so keep this guy's incoherency. Just kind of. And then let's stretch him out that way, and then see if I can keep coherency. Yeah, that should be fine. This way I can block your tanks. Well, I want them to get in the range of the GUI here in a minute. So I'm also going to roll. Actually, I'm going to roll the advance on her first, see how far she goes.
Alright.
Because she's like incredibly tough. And let me see something real quick. 14 puts her back of her base behind the wall. So yeah, she'll probably do the, that will probably be the unit that does the action. Yeah, we're going to roll her because I have the advance and charge, and if I get a high roll, I'll probably go up and like charge a Chimera. I'm just going to jam you up in prison. You're going to get demon prison. So if I roll a 5 or 6 on this, if not, she'll probably just like stage.
All right.
Let's see what I get. 6. She's going full hand, 20 inches. Where does she want to go? I could go this way 20 inches and get like around the corner. I could go this way. She should be able to, this is really supposed to stop. This is, 2 inches right there. So she could go right to there. She could, I may have to like partially move her, like move her 10 to there, and then move her 10 to there. Just get up in your face.
Alrighty.
I mean, you can overwatch her if you want. She's pretty tough. But I know what I'll be doing with my CP now. Maybe I should have kept behind enemy lines. I'm about to get a unit behind enemy lines. No. Yeah.
I mean, technically you could have gotten 2.
Yeah. So the back of this unit can go 14, so the back of the unit will be right there. So it should be pretty well hidden. And they're going to recover, and they're going to recover here. And then these guys are just going to move up. I guess the 8 inches from his back just puts it right there. He's kind of in the open if I stick him out there. So he's not going to shoot this turn. We'll just advance him too to see where he goes.
All right.
He goes an extra 5. So he's pretty fast. So his back of his base can get to there. So he can hide. He's Nurgle, so he's fine just chilling where he is. Let's also roll advance on the GUI. He's not as fast. He's only 8 inches. So we're only going to get, let's say, I got to kind of angle this correctly. So the back of his base right there. He's probably not. I needed a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get in range of my Nurglings to give them the aura to make them a little tougher, but okay, I did what I could. I say, whose Dr. Pepper's this? Then I remembered I just bought it. It's mine. These guys can get up onto the point. Oh no. I'm just going to slightly toe tap the point. They're going to move up behind this to stage. So that's what we do for staging, is we are kind of moving our units. They move 14, so they could easily get there.
Yep.
I'm just kind of setting up. They can move through wall stuff, so I'm kind of setting them up for next turn and trying to keep them where they can't be shot at or anything. They're just coming up to get on the point, so that you have to kill them off in order to make me not get the point. But if you shoot things at them, maybe you're not shooting at Nurglings,
Yeah.
right? So, kind of helpful. You'll get to move slightly forward, like an inch, an inch and a quarter. This guy's also not going to shoot this turn, so we'll just advance him to
Alrighty.
3 inches, so he can go 11. So he's, I'm gonna like go like 8, and then 3. He's gonna Tokyo drift to there. He's also sort of setting up some staging here. If I pivot him, it costs movement, but he sort of Tokyo drift moves to there. He's kind of set up to do stuff. He's probably fine where he is. These girls, don't know. Oh, I want to advance her too. She is pretty fast, but she can advance and charge natively. She doesn't need a strat. Only 2.
2 inches.
So she only moves 11 inches. It's not quite enough, but I'll stage her there. She has lone ops, so she's there to she can give out some debuffs to you and give me buffs in melee. But you don't have any melee units, so I'm not worried about debuffing your melee. What's that?
We'd have to try it out, but getting specifically an Android tablet to
I have some of those.
We'll cast onto it as a second screen
Yeah.
to set up the app on that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we have an Android tablet on here with
Well, no,
running
no.
the app,
No. So if it's paired as a second screen, on there itself can do screen capture because it sees it as a screen, and you don't have to get it on camera or whatever.
but I'm saying, but you just have it to the side of it so that both
Right.
players can see it.
Right.
And we just use that one tablet to do our scoring. And we could find an Android tablet for $100. That's good. And a crappy one for 50.
It's just figuring out the pairing is what.
All right, and then I'm not worried about you deep striking back here, but they sticky the point because that's what they do.
All right.
These girls, what do they want to do? I feel pretty safe to just stage them. So we're also going to stage them up and we're going to roll. They can go a lot.
You ever watch Sticky or Kaneki or whatever?
What?
It's a John Cena movie.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah.
You saying they sticky, I almost want to say you need to put championship belts on all of them, you know. The Sticky squad.
Something I was playing wrong with this squad for a while was that this guy's actually a monster, and he cannot go through walls. So for him, I have to go to there, maybe a little bit back.
And which one's that?
Slusky. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
actually a monster, not infantry, so it can't go through walls. So they're just kind of set up to stage, do their job. I guess we're good. That's the movement phase. I can't. Oh, you know what? She doesn't have any assault weapons. They do have assault weapons, but they're not in range. They're doing the action, and they're doing the action for the recover assets. And then I just have one thing to shoot, and then basically we're going to go to charge phase, and then we're done. So he has indirect. I want to put this indirect into something that's useful, so I'm going to start whittling down your artillery piece, see if I can start killing it.
Alrighty.
So this is how many shots I get. It's D6. Well, I could also kill your Krieg guys, because then if I kill them, they can't give orders. But artillery piece is more important.
I mean, there's 15 guys in
Oh,
there.
also got to see if I'm in range. I have 36-inch range. I should be in range to hit you, but you are pretty far. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm not in range.
Oh.
So I guess I'll go after your Kriegsmen. I'm in range of your Krieg, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will declare them because that's the best target. So I rolled max, which is 7 shots because it's D6 plus 1,
Then blast. There's 15 of them in there.
and so I get 3 extra for blast. Okay. So hit on 4s because of the indirect rules, and then it's lethal. So there's 2 lethals, and then those are misses. And then it's strength 7, so choose to wound. So it's 6 saves, and it's AP1, but you get cover, so you're back to basic saves. So is that 5 ups?
5 ups.
So kill 4?
Yep. Or
5.
5.
I killed something, yay! I'll whittle them down.
I'm helping.
Yeah, I'm helping. One advantage of taking we could have took a 20-man Krieg squad is that you sit them in the back. Then if people draw the Call to Horde, they can't ditch it for free,
Oh, yeah.
and they're pretty hard to kill. So if you sit them in the back like they are, they're one of those units that that is sometimes a strategy because then it's a dead pool.
And that's one reason why I enjoyed playing one of these.
I'm gonna spend 1 CP to charge, and I got an 8, so I can definitely charge. I'm just charging that Chimera, by the way.
All right.
But I'm going to do it in a way where I'm blocking your Dornan, but I'm not engaging your Dorn. All right, let's see what she can do. She has 6 attacks with a sword. Bring her up. Keeper of Secrets. Melee weapons. So she has the Wit Stealer sword. These hit on 2s. 1 miss, that's average. And then these are strength 8. And you're T9. So I need 5s to wound you. Not great when I'm, I'm not that strong. Hey, I got 2 though. So these are AP3.
Alrighty. So
You're going to lose the 3, 4, 5. So 6s, right?
6s.
Yeah.
Nope.
And it's 3 damage apiece.
That takes it down to.
But then she has Snapping Claws. So we'll roll those. So same thing, 2s to hit. Oh, I dropped 1 there. I need those 6s on the next. Oh, dude. What'd you drop? Miniature or?
No.
Oh, your
Wound counters.
wound counters. Okay.
But
They're okay or
some
no?
of them just slid into the void.
Okay, in the void underneath the.
Yes.
We'll go look. So these are only strength 6, so they still need 5s to wound, but they're dev wounds. Well, I got 2 dev wounds. That one's out of the box. So 2 dev wounds means you take just automatic 6 damage, so you end up taking 12 damage.
Oh.
That pops it?
Yep.
I killed a Chimera!
First turn.
First turn, that's really rare. I mean, she can't kill a Dorn, like I said, but she could kill a Chimera.
So does it explode?
Please don't. Okay, good. So then you got to get your guys out.
Yeah. So
What's in there?
Krieg Engineers.
Oh, that's not good for me. Oh, no, put the tank back down.
Oh.
You got to get them out, then you put the tank up, yeah. Because you got to make sure they fit. But they're going to just mortal wound bomb her to, like, freaking death.
And then there's also the little.
Yeah, you're going to do everything in there. Yeah.
I was trying to.
So here's the real
mortal
trick,
wound
right?
diver.
Here's the real trick. Yeah, go get the Cyclops. Right? Doesn't matter. So doesn't matter where he goes. He moves 8, so he's just got to be within 3. Oh, he's got to be wholly within 3, so they may not can go there.
No.
But he moves enough that he can.
I can set him up right there.
You think so?
He's
Gotta be,
he's
yeah,
gotta be in
yeah,
three.
wholly within 3. Yeah, you're good there. Yeah, he's pretty small. So here's the trick. You're gonna roll. There's 6 guys there, so you gotta roll 6 dice to see if you take any mortals.
Yep.
Put them all on the Cyclops. He has 4 wounds, and he's about to blow up anyways. So you take them all on the Cyclops. Oh, you took 2.
Alrighty.
So
So he's
2 wounds
down
on the
to-
Cyclops. He doesn't care.
No, he's like, okay. My purpose is about to be fulfilled.
Mission accomplished. It's too bad he's a vehicle though, because if he could go through walls, he could go like do some mortal wounds to my little lone op character. But
Show me what you got.
yeah, show me what you got. Yeah. So then they are battle shock, your little guys. Then you pull your model up, and then I consolidate. And I think I am gonna consolidate into the Rogaldorn just to cause problems.
Alright.
So I'm gonna consolidate. You get to fight, but that way I'm not just sitting there with her whatever in her hand, her non-binary genitals in her hand. His, her, they, them things.
Objects.
Alrighty. Just the armor treads, 6 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on
She's
4s.
-1 to be hit.
So hitting on 5s.
Yep. Oh, you got 2.
There's 2.
Would have been yeah, the -1 hit helps. She's T10.
Strength 7, so
5s.
5s.
Nothing. She takes it like a champ. Okay.
She heals.
Oh, I didn't. I killed 1 model. I did heal, but I was already maxed. So yeah, she would heal for every model she kills, right? So I killed a Chimera, which isn't that big a deal, right? Now, what's funny is they're +1 to wound. Did they get that in melee too, or just in ranged? Look at right there on your page. What do they get? They just get
ranged attacks.
just ranged attacks. Okay, because I was like, if you got it in melee,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, maybe we're missing out. Maybe we need to be running priests with catachans in a,
Yeah.
or just something like even the engineers aren't bad in melee.
Yeah,
Especially if you give them +1 to wound.
Oh.
So this is exactly what my demon army wants to try to do to you. It's like a very pressure list, right? And you're kind of stuck, which is why it's good you have 2 units that won't be stuck in there forever, right? But now you got to make some hard choices. So that's the end of my turn. I don't score recover assets yet. I'm going to discard Marked for Death
All right.
at the end of my turn to get a CP because we back up to 1. We'll both gain 1. You're both up to 2. And then you can put it in the middle and roll your thing. Your missions.
Oh, missions.
Yeah.
My bad.
Just put it in the dice tray and then just like hit random, yeah. We get used to it.
Extend battle lines and marked for death. Or
No
extend
prisoners.
battle lines, no prisoners.
Well, no prisoners should be easy.
Yeah.
There's plenty of little things to kill. We're going to see if 2 Rogel Dorns can kill a Keeper of Secrets with mortal wound help.
Yeah. Keeper.
The Keeper's in your face, like
Oh, this.
yeah.
Okay. My bad. Alrighty. I guess movement phase. Oh, I'm moving in.
Yep. You can start with your Cyclops if you want.
Oh yeah, true. I did forget my measure.
So you don't have one, you can borrow mine.
No,
Oh, it's just in your box.
The box trademark.
What's in the box? All right.
Sorry. 1 dice for big shots.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. So. Just start off with the Cyclops, I guess.
Yeah. So you've got. I gotta mark your stuff. You got extend battle lines
Extend battle lines
and no prisoners. So extend battle lines is not too hard.
Yeah, well, if I can escape.
Just 1 in your deployment zone and 1 in no man's land. So you have to. Yeah, that's true. I've got you marked in. You might not can do that one very easy.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can start with Cyclops. Do it.
Just gonna.
So as soon as he ends his movement, you roll a dice.
And
And it's on a 2 to 5, I get D3, and on a 6, I get D6. D3?
Alrighty.
1. It's okay. I did not save it, I'll take 1.
Alright.
Down to 17. Alright, what do we got?
Alrighty.
I mean, he had a chance of doing D6.
Yeah.
They could just move normally. I mean, do they... I've got OC 5 on the point, and he
they're-
does have a pretty good flamer, so you may not want to
Yeah.
get
Close.
the Kriegs within 12, if you can help it. But they need to do something. I might tell you this. This only gets bonus damage against vehicles, which I have some vehicles, but they're pretty far away. This target right here may be worth like getting them moved up and staged, and then try to bomb her. You probably won't kill her, but if you charge her afterwards, you might. If you do some wounds to her first.
Yeah.
But she does fights first, so she
Yeah.
might hurt
Might-
you. But if you can get some good wounds on her, I think
Oh.
she has 4 wounds. So.
I forgot the orders.
Yeah,
Just
do orders. Yeah. So
Take aim on the artillery.
that's it. That's
Yep.
If you don't, that's what you can tell me at the beginning. If I don't say anything, just assume I did take aim
Yep.
on the artillery, because that's 99% of the time what I'm going to do.
Ooh, and I can, since this is the Kree command squad, I can burn the token.
To move them.
Move them.
Well, they don't need it
let
this
me-
turn though,
Yeah.
because all they have to do is get within 12 of whatever they want to bomb. Do they want to bomb? If they want to bomb
they
the
wanna bomb
the
small
keeper.
one.
Or they could bomb the keeper to get extra wounds on her, just to make
Yeah.
sure she dies. So
That's-
you could even charge her and do some damage to her to try to clear her out of there,
Let me just see how far I could.
because it's in the shooting phase, right?
Yeah.
My question
But
is, can
it's
they
like a
grenade
free
strat her?
grenade. If I get free grenades too, I could bomb the
Oh,
crap out of her.
if you bombed and grenaded her, she would definitely die.
Yeah.
But-
do I want to bomb and grenade this?
How can you get under? Can you get underneath to see me? Because you'd move 9, right?
Yeah.
So your guys would easily get underneath. Yeah, if you do the move on them, move them under here. As long as you're not within 12 now, which I probably will, but all you need is 1 guy alive. All you need is 1 guy alive to do grenade strat and blow me up. So I probably wouldn't overwatch you because I need to pick up units instead. I have 2 CP because I gain 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually probably would overwatch you if you move them. If you move those guys, that's a good strategy. I gotta hope I can kill you with the flamer.
which I mean you have a good chance.
It's not a great chance, but it's a good chance.
Yeah. Plus I've got the +1 to wound for shooting right now too.
Does it last till when?
Or actually, wait, yeah, let me check that.
When does it last till?
In a turn, so.
So that was the
It's
turn. Yeah, it's not a
time.
round.
Not a
Yeah.
round.
So when they get out that way, it doesn't help them much.
Yeah.
But if they were to somehow, I don't know how you would ever get it on the enemy turn, but
Or yeah, you can get on the enemy turn.
oh, you did have a strat you could use. It didn't help, but
They're,
you have a strat that like when I get close to you, you
yeah,
can reactive move. So like I guess when she ran up, you could have tried to reactive move and like moved over there.
Yeah.
But it's like D6
It's-
inches or something, or 6
It's
inches.
6 inches, I think.
We forgot about that one. That one might have been good. It's okay. We're
I mean-
both learning this one.
Let me see. It's like the vehicle's basically right. at
Yeah,
the
it's kind of like
end of these guys,
the front of them. So I mean, it wouldn't have helped much because
No.
I still would have been able to charge you, and you'd have just died over there instead over there.
yeah.
Like it didn't
Maybe
help.
the consolidate wouldn't be. Maybe you would be out of range of the door.
I would probably not be in range of the door to consolidate. I would have just
Maybe.
gone. I rolled a pretty high roll. I probably
Yeah,
would have
that's-
come around the side and then came in on you. So either way, I was going to try to block you off.
Yeah.
So we did all your commands. Are you going to go for it or no? I like it because if you kill that little character, that's exciting because that little character's annoying and
Yeah.
she'll eat your guys alive. So
Plus, it's more stuff to block the other chimeras coming on later.
yep.
So, I don't see why not.
Okay. So you're going to move them. Okay.
Yep.
So then they're going to declare a move, and when they do that, I'll pay 1 to Overwatch. And then that cost me a CP though. So let's see if I get enough shots. I got 8
Five.
hits because it's
Ooh.
D6 plus 3. It's strength 5 though, so it's 3s to wound. So you take, I think 5, and then I believe it's AP 2, so you're going to get 6s. You got to make at least 1 save here.
Yeah.
His flamer's good, man. Yeah, it's AP 2, so you get 6s to save, and if you just need to make 1 of these, so. Or I might just wipe you
How
before
many?
you. It's 5.
Five?
Yeah, I rolled high on the number of shots and then pretty good on the wounds. Like I said, it was. You made 1.
Made
That's all you
one.
needed. So
Yep.
you have 1 guy left. That's all you need. And then they blow up the grenade strat for free, and they blow up the bomb on me, and
Yep.
it's in the shooting phase
Shooting
though.
phase.
So nice though. Hey, they're fairly cheap, and they
They're-
cost me a CP, and then they still did their job, even though I spent a CP to Overwatch them and
Yep.
rolled good on it. Okay.
Are these in reserve?
Yeah, the 3 beasts are just in reserve. I always reserve them. Once I can pick up, I don't reserve anything else. Same with Zinch, you can pick up, so you want to pick up, drop, shoot, get your big shots off.
I guess.
I get to pick up melee,
Yeah.
Just
which is
gonna-
why
Yeah, you gotta kind of decide here. So the flamer, what's the open topped on this? Because you can shoot out with the flamers.
Yeah, it's 2, but the flamers take up 2 in firing deck.
They only
But
have-
fire deck.
They only have fire deck 2.
Yep.
Okay, so it can fire 1 flamer.
Flamer.
The
And
halflings
maybe-
can get out, shoot me, and get back in.
Yep.
So they don't have to worry about, like, they can
Yeah.
still shoot. They can just get out right in front of you. But you can move up a little bit, and they can get out behind you, shoot, and get back in. So that's fine too. So you can move them up just your 1/4 of an inch, basically. Like, you gotta measure from the hole, so right there. So move up slightly. Maybe don't put him in the terrain. That way he's not.
So we can actually
So he's not. I can't shoot him easy.
yeah
Put him where he's not.
getting or not activating the train.
Yeah, not poking into it. Not
So,
toe tapping it. Yeah, just get an inch away, and that's all you can do.
that's probably as close as I can get.
What's in this other? What's in here, right? This
So-
is still going to be stuff that can shoot.
This is flamers and the ratlings again. Or
So-
the-
You can shoot at her because she's a monster, right? So what you could do is you could move the tank right here. They could get out up top, right?
Yeah.
Shoot me. Flamers could get out here, shoot me, right? And then they can get back in after they're done shooting,
yeah.
right? So that's probably the best move is go ahead and do that.
Oh, and the Dorn commanders.
They can command themselves, right?
Yeah. So another thing, they're gonna take aim themselves every single time.
Every time, yeah, unless you need something weird.
Yep.
So, yeah, I figured that was happening.
And then I guess I can try and get this guy to move far. Or he can roll through here, right?
Well, not if your
Or-
tank's in the way.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's the problem? Is your tank's kind of stuck. He doesn't have to stay here. He could just run up to. What's his OC?
Let me check.
If it's
5.
yeah. So what you do is instead of doing the 1 inch forward, you say the GUI isn't killing anything. What's his movement?
Is
10.
10.
Yeah. Just
Just
straight sideways, and then sorry, straight sideways. Ooh, then scratch the paint.
it's good. It has a varnish on it. It should be.
And then these guys can run up and touch the point as well. You can just run up and toe touch it. Now you own that point, and that's your secondary.
Yep.
So you took a point away from me, and I already overwatched, and he's can't heroic or anything, and he's not that good of a fighter. Like he can't kill a Dorn in melee, right? The question is whether they stay in the tank or not. You could go ahead and drop out your Cyclops and do
Oh,
mortals.
yeah.
He can get out within 3. All he has to do is be within 3. So here he goes. He's the same one. Just say he gets out, he blows up immediately. You don't even have to set him up really.
It's better that way.
And then you roll a dice, see how much if you do anything.
Alright.
Oh, 1, he does nothing, so he just dies.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He has no purpose.
Yeah. What is your purpose? Okay.
Man.
On the 1 roll, you needed it.
Yeah.
I'd almost want to model like them as like Mr. Meeseeks.
Alrighty, so definitely gonna do what you were saying here and drop
Yeah.
all the halflings.
Drop your flamers out, and you can just leave your rattlings in
Oh,
because they're gonna get out, shoot, get back in.
Yeah.
So you can just say that they're gonna do that, so that like people know,
Also,
and then you just get your flamers out.
Unfortunately, I did not.
That's fine. Just get your 3 bases out. Yeah. Just throw 3 bases down. It's a proxy game. We're trying weird stuff.
Yep.
They just get there. They're going to be good at shooting into her because she has a demon save anyways. Didn't get armor save. They don't suffer the -1 that she gives out. She's actually giving out -2 right now, but so that will affect you because she's -1, and then because she's in combat, she's -1. So flamers don't care. They don't care at all.
I guess. Would I even want to get the engineers out on this
No,
one?
I don't think so. I don't think you need to. I mean, what are they going to do? They'll get killed,
Yeah.
right? It's better for them to stay in, so because they can't grenade strap, right? They could do the bomb thing,
Yeah, but
and like this is not a bad target, but like you really want to hit vehicles with it, so you kind of want to save it for vehicles.
Yep.
I think these guys just have the. You don't get the flavors out. You just shoot one, and your halflings get out. Like, did you move within an inch yet?
it should be
Get like
that closer.
and then just pop them out behind, but they're gonna get back in the hobbit hole.
Yeah.
You should write that on the side of your.
The
If you get enough
Shire.
Chimera, you can name one of them the Hobbit Hole. Oh, this army could be like the Shire. If you really like the Hobbits later or the Rattlings, you could run 30 instead. Like you could say maybe the Cyclopses aren't worth it, and we just put the Kriegs with the Flamers,
Yeah.
and then we put 10 of the Halflings in there, and we see how they do, right? So whatever. But they're so small because they're on small bases, and like
Yeah.
you have to get out within 3. So like, look, you can get out like 3 wide and then 2 back. So they can just say like we got out and we got back in.
Yeah.
But like you could literally have them up to there, and they easily shoot whatever they feel like. All right.
I don't think there's much other movement. I'm just gonna place the Hobbit down, or the Ratling down back here. Just.
Okay, remember. Okay. Okay. Is that all the movement?
I think so.
The big phase, the shooting phase.
I love Schusting.
What do we got here?
Right.
Need the artillery first? No. Yes.
Yes.
Good targets for the artillery are this guy, but this guy's doing the action. So if you could shoot him off the point, then I'd lose the point and he's doing the action. So that would be kind of cool.
And I guess he does have heavy since it's.
He didn't move.
Yeah, didn't move.
But he still can't hit anything better than 4s. But
No, but. So if I just had to take aim, if I got first turn, it'd just be 5s again.
yeah,
So. Yeah, I'll probably just shoot the guy doing the action there. We'll just
Yeah,
start
I mean-
off with him.
either way, you're killing the same model.
Yeah.
And then, so they're T6, but you're strength 12, so you're going to wound on 2s, right? So it kind of just depends on if I can roll some 4-up and vulnerables here. So, all right, how many shots do you get?
Let's see. 3.
3, not bad.
Alrighty.
This is the siege cannon.
Yep.
Yeah, it's blast and heavy, so you hit on force still. Although you get the +1 either way, so you're getting +2, but yeah. Really, he doesn't need orders.
Really?
To because he hits on 5s and he's heavy, so he goes to force.
But
So he only
doesn't
needs
indirect minus.
Yeah, indirect does give you a -1, you're right, so you need to
So
get down to
you
3s,
need
yeah. So he does need both, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only got 3 shots?
Yep.
Ugh,
Yeah.
probably won't do it. What's going on, man?
I just
Oh, miss.
horrible
Horrible roll.
Infinity.
So there's some guys, there was a guy here earlier, I don't remember where he is. I saw him earlier, but yeah, those guys come up and usually play on Wednesdays, so.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was.
I'm trying to look for his older guy with the white beard.
For which
And he had that box of stuff up there. So he's probably looking at miniatures or
Okay.
walking around.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
For Infinity?
And if you guys want, after we're done with this table, it's all set up to record and stream games. So we're setting up where the store can start streaming games and put it on their YouTube channel, which is cool because it gets people interested in the game, and people can like learn how to play or
That's
do
pretty
stuff. So that's one of the fun things we're trying out.
Cool. All right.
So,
Appreciate it.
all right, what you got now, other than bad luck and tears? Lubricate your dice with some tears and see if they roll better.
I don't think that'd work. Kriegsmen don't cry.
Kriegsmen don't cry. I'm gonna eventually turn this off in a second. I'm gonna kick the cord.
All right.
We need to get a longer extension cord. I'll get one from home.
Um,
We have to make a list. Make a list, Aaron. USB extenders, extension cord, and then maybe some sort of mounting hardware and tape. And let's get all that between now and next game.
Well, we should probably look at the clips because they said they had that.
Well, I would also use the clips, but I would just use the clips to like keep the wire along the ceiling. But I would have if we have extenders plus the clips, but I still want to mount that somehow better. But
Well, and then also too, since it's nice that it's propped open a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause I would say just feed the cord in and down.
yeah, that might be better too.
oh, you know
What do
what
you
I
got?
could have spent?
To
wait.
re-roll for things on objectives, right?
Oh, that's the disembark though.
That they have to disembark. Yeah. So
So nothing.
nobody's
really-
gonna. Well, the Rattlings could get it, but only if they're gonna shoot it like him or the GUI, but
Or gooey, yeah.
which wouldn't be worth it.
No.
You think 6 feet is good for?
I mean, I've got 20 feet extended cord, so I mean, I've got them. Or Aaron owns them. Aaron's a dude he's a Cub Scout leader. We'll tell him that we need it, and he'll go buy it or get it from his house. It's his store. If he wants it, we'll tell him what he needs. We're gonna make a list for Aaron what we need for next time. If we have it, we'll just bring it. But if we can just send him an Amazon link for like cheap, like USB extenders, like 10-foot USB extenders, that's probably 10 foot is probably the right length.
So Rattlings up here are just gonna. We'll start the shooting.
Starting into her.
section.
So she's -2, but you can't be more than -1.
So.
So she's just -1, so they hit on
So it'll be
4s. Yeah,
Alright.
pretty good. So if they have the 10-man, you know that they could once per game go lethals.
Oh damn.
Yeah, if you go 10-man. So they missed 2. They would have hit against everything else. And then their strength 4 versus T10, so that would be 6s, but they're +1 because they got out, so 5s.
5. 2 wounds.
2.
At
It doesn't matter. I'm on demon saves.
Oh, yeah.
It's AP2 though. So like against Marines, man, they're 2 damage. These kill Marines like hardcore.
I know this list is like major marine killer.
Yes, it is.
Especially with the flamers.
So I failed both my saves.
So
It's 4 damage,
yeah,
but I get feel no pains.
yeah.
She's got the Aegis. So 2 feel no pain, so she takes 2 damage.
All right.
That's not bad for that's a cheap, 60-point squad. Did 2 damage to her.
And
Get back in, yeah, for the shoot. And then you get your 3 flamers, 3d6 flamers. They auto hit. Ooh, 11. That's
11.
average. 10.5 is average on 3d6, statistically. And then there's 6s, so they need 5s. Oh, +1, 4s.
Do you have a tablet that I can try to test out?
I have some kid tablet. Only 3? 4. Only 4. That's under average. Should have got half, so you should have got
Yeah.
5. Only 4, but
4,
we'll see if I can roll
50
saves.
minus 1.
I always roll
Oh,
bad
yeah.
on saves, great on my feel no pains. So I fail all my saves and pass on my feel no pains. So here we go. These are saves on a 4-up because that's just what she has. She passed 1, which is terrible. So then that's going to be 6 damage. So then watch this on the feel no pains though. Usually I roll fantastic. Oh, that's off the table. I'll re-roll it. So save 2, which is average. So I actually rolled just bad and then average. So I take 4 damage from the flamers. That's way more than I thought. She's not happy right now.
yeah.
Now you got the Rogel Dorn into her. It's down to 11.
Yep. Oh, and can't the can the
Yeah, the Chimera can shoot everything it wants to shoot. What's it got?
heavy
Shoot!
flamers.
No. Sheesh. No.
No, my goodness. No, we do not need to start this.
Okay. The way I was running them with, 2 heavy bolters, 1 heavy stubber, 1 hunter killer, and 1 lasgun array is how I had it set up. But you can do it however.
I don't see why we don't stick with the flamers.
You want to go flamer then? All right.
Yeah, it's probably not super good, but
How many flamers does it get then?
it gets 2 heavy flamers.
So
So
you took out 1 heavy bolter, and then you made this heavy. So you have 2 heavy
Yeah.
flamers. Yeah, so it auto hits. I mean, that's the good thing. So, God, 8. And those are strength 5. So looking at 6s to wound still. 1 wound, just 1. All right. Like the dice have rolled good and bad for both of us.
yeah.
She'll make the save. She doesn't take any of the flamer damage. But she still has the lasgun array and the heavy stubber, yeah.
And I'm gonna save the hunter killer for.
No, you got to run the head. You got to run that. You got to run that back, man. You got to run that now.
Run
Well-
the hunter killer now.
I think you run it now.
Okay.
You want to make sure she dies. She's only at 11, and then the Rogor Dorn is -2 to shoot at her,
Oh yeah, because
and this guy's -1. So actually, what does the hunter killer hit on? 4s? No, you don't want to do it.
yeah.
Because then you're hitting on 5s. That's not worth it. Yeah, wait till it hits on 3s or something. Or wait till it hits on 4s. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I think you're right here. Okay, stubber is 6 shots. It's going to hit on 5s. So there's
That's a lot of 4s.
that's fine. And then wound on 6s. If you can do a damage or 2, it's worth it. Nothing. And then that's it. Oh, you got the lasgun array.
Oh yeah.
It's 12 shots. Same things, 5s and 6s. And the AP doesn't matter against me.
Stevens.
Yeah, 5s and 6s. Woo! There we go.
Yeah.
Lasgun array is
Not
getting
bad.
fired by somebody who's smart. And then 6s. You get 1?
Just 1.
All right, just 1. Oh, 1's all it takes. I fail it.
Alright. 1 damage.
I fail it again. I take a damage. Down to 10. Ooh, now the Rogor Dorn that's engaged with her needs to shoot at her.
Yeah. And
But does he have any blast weapons?
yeah.
Because he's got to shoot those out.
Main gun and then the hull mounted is blast.
So those got to go somewhere else. So you can go into the Nurglings,
The Nurglings.
or you can go into Big Boy here. But remember, Big Daddy is like,
Yeah,
he's very hard to kill.
He's a sponge.
yeah, he's the bullet sponge.
Yeah. Let me just make sure I have the.
This is the cartel, the rival cartel is trying to buy them.
And then these both have meltas on them.
Nice. I ran mine full Melta because that was their job is to be anti-tank. So when I built the list for you, I was like, I was trying to run it with full Melta.
Yeah.
So let's see, what does it come with? All right, Rogor Dorn, Commander. It's got. I always take autocannon, but you took 1 with the blast
Yeah.
cannon.
One has the dole.
One has the twin battle cannon. Is that the one that's
Battle
engaged with
cannon.
me though? So
the
he's.
one
You want to shoot the 2 blast guns first, just to get them out of the way?
Yeah. This is the coaxial autocannons engaged here, and then the dual battle cannon is.
Oh, that's the dual battle cannon. So that one has the. Okay, so that one, the oppressor cannon is blast, but the coaxial can fire,
Oh.
and the pulverizer is blast. So the oppressor cannon and the pulverizer can go into the
Nurglings.
Nurglings. But then you can do your 2 Melta guns and your 2 multi-Meltas and your coaxial autocannon.
Mess him up.
Oh, we are. By the way, we're streaming.
Nice.
Me and Aaron set it up where we're gonna have. We're doing basically. We wanted to show Aaron that you could do it pretty easily. So this is a 0-cost setup. It cost me nothing,
Right.
and we just got it running on the software on that little laptop. That's an old laptop. And basically, we've got 2 webcams. One for this, and so like when you're doing your missions or with cards, we flip them out in front of this.
them in
And then when you're doing the roll of the box, and then it's capturing everything out here. It doesn't capture us, our hands only,
Right.
magic hands, but it doesn't capture you. Unless you're like,
Which now it is.
now the stream numbers just dropped.
I'm gonna make this miniature disappear.
So, yeah, they can be like, hey, I noticed that at 4 minutes and 52 seconds, Derek picked up his unit and deep struck it without you paying attention. You know? Okay, what do you got?
All right. We'll just start off with the blast cannon or the blast weapons.
Okay,
The
so
next things.
oppressor first.
Yep.
D6 plus 3 blast.
5.
So you roll a 5.
And then it'll go to 6.
It goes, well, you rolled a 5. It's plus 3. Oh, so it got 6,
Oh,
7.
6. Yeah.
So you get 7 in all.
Alright.
So yeah. So it's -1 to hit, but you're +1, so you're back to 4s.
Yeah.
find a better way to do the dice.
Ooh, brother, ooh, what is that? And then 2s to wound.
Yeah.
The camera's like view.
Got it. 6 up save. Oh, you're rolling dice. Nothing. So it just takes 3 damage. Okay. 3 damage on this guy. Leaves him at 1. And then, what is this on the pulverizer? Ugh. So still +1, so it's 2 shots.
Well, and
Yeah.
Force to hit.
one thing I was suggesting
2s to wound.
is, like say we want to set up
2 6-up saves.
permanently
Made 1, so that just kills the 1
set up
model.
a more permanent version of this. It doesn't
So, want nerdlings.
easily.
Hard to kill, actually.
And then 2,
Yeah.
Literally annoying on purpose.
I would ask them to.
All right, then you got your everything else going into the girl here.
Existence.
So coaxial autocannon.
Yep. Start with
So
that.
you're -2
Yeah, like
So it just cancels out the.
then
plus 1,
Plus
so you're still -1. So it's 5, yeah.
above,
Jeez, that's why I went into you.
down into it.
Nothing? Okay. Let's do some Melta guns.
Yep.
So same thing, 5s.
Nope.
Nothing, and then the 2
You would just say, hey,
multi-meltas.
if you're rolling dice, it's always
5s. Oh, you get 4 shots, yeah. 1 hit,
pull.
and then it's 5 to wound now.
That's the because I never played.
No. Okay.
Alrighty.
That's why I said she's gonna be hard to kill.
As far as the 4x4s, I don't know.
Now you still got
Like you said, like,
Bra can shoot backwards at her to try to kill her.
Because I mean,
Where do
yeah,
you think it's on?
Sponge
Like
Man.
weird size.
Not worth. You've already just taken the point from me, which is all you had to do.
I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, do the thing. Do the thing.
the thing.
Free grenade.
Okay, so.
Because if you get the grenade off, you may kill her without needing to use the once per game.
Yeah.
also too,
So you roll 6 dice, and it's 4 ups.
Let me check the rule for that because I think I have to.
You have to be eligible to shoot, but you don't have to use your bomb thing.
But
The grenade strat
can I-
is free.
Can I grenade strat and then use the bomb thing on something else?
Yes.
Or do I have to declare?
Oh, yeah. So grenade strat is before you shoot, right? It's before you shoot the unit, and then the ability for the war gear ability.
You can do screen recording.
Sorry, this is the depth squad. Where's I'm on the wrong unit, of course.
What missions were picked.
Creed Combat Engineer. I'm gonna look at it just to make sure before we cheat.
Have a dice tray
So it says once per battle at the start of the shooting phase. So actually, you have to do that before you do any shooting.
built into it. So you
Okay.
So you have to decide where they're gonna go. So you might as well do that one first. And you really want to. You could go backwards at her. If you're within 12 of her, you could just say, you know what, I need
Instead of
that
it being on the table.
on her, but you're not likely to kill her if you do
Put
that.
it mounted
Yeah.
with the
So it's kind of like you want to kill my little lone op character. Because she can go sit on this point all day long and you won't be able to artillery her off.
Because you want it to be able to zoom.
So yeah, we'll do the mine on her.
So 3+ to go off. Goes off. And then it's D6 mortals. Come on, roll a 1. Oh, is that 6?
The issues with the
That's 6,
GoPro,
yeah.
She did.
one, they tend to overheat.
They're also more expensive.
No, well, I'm saying one like for one that can zoom and everything. Like,
Yeah.
But no, like
some of those can get.
I have
very
some.
expensive.
I have some really nice zooming webcams that.
well, for work, right? Like just as part of our spin down, I purchased an AI camera.
Yeah, that can like
But
zoom
there's-
around and like knows what's going on.
But
Oh,
there's
do you remember
different.
the one that one group at Wasteland Wars had where it was like they could like go across.
Yeah,
the
yeah, they
board,
had
and
like
I was
a track, like a train track with it. So we
Well,
have
no,
one
but
that
it
you
was
could put
just,
on a
like,
pole
pipes
right
that they
here.
could like slide
Yeah, yeah.
along, and yeah.
So there's one that we could stick right here in the end, and basically when someone's talking, it will face them and capture them, and then when the other person talks, it faces them. So it's called an owl, and it like who's
Well,
talking?
Some
that's
people
cool.
don't like.
But if they don't, I'm saying if you wanted to capture the people, that's an option. But I do like the track cameras, but we just don't have the. It was like I played on that multiple times, and I kept hitting it, knocking it off. And like,
Right, yeah, no.
you also need someone to operate it. This is the idea: is that we have it set up. All you have to do is say, "Hey, we're going to play on the stream table." Whoever's working hits 3 buttons, starts the stream, and you just play your game, and you don't have to do anything.
And what
do we got next?
You can get pretty cheap small
Oh, I guess
if you want.
he would have to take a battle shock test,
Oh, that's right.
and if he fails it, he actually would take damage and die.
Have a set of terrain that's
Keep that in mind. So he may
straight.
like that's actually mess him up.
That
Not meant to go anywhere
That's
else.
a 7.
He passed. Good. So, because you're -1 because of the
Oh,
shadow,
shadow.
and it does do mortals, but you passed. As if they had failed, he would have died before he even got to move. Oh no, he would have. He was alive still. Never mind.
Smaller.
They got shot from Overwatch,
You
so
can
they
actually
didn't
get
have to take
on-
battle shock. My bad.
on the edges. It's like-
They were already good. They were already good at the
Because
beginning
their
of the
rules
turn.
are
Next
your
turn,
base can't
though.
overhang like
Next
the
turn.
footprint. Right, so
Next
like
turn,
the wall may
die,
be flat and then have a
boy.
rounded part, but I can
Yeah.
set my juice
Alrighty.
on it. Even though they're overhanging
We'll,
that
I'll
middle
save.
part,
I'll
some of the stuff that
wait for this later. We'll just go over
Nuggets.
here.
But yeah, it's just if you're wanting.
Problem is when
table-
she's in
table
melee,
side
she's real hard to hit
like,
because she's
the-
-2.
the view from here,
Yeah.
So,
Like instead
but
of
so even your guys with
here,
+1 are minus
setting
to
it
hit
up
her.
on pieces of terrain. And again, if
It's
you're doing that, you're
because I mean I've got heavy flamers here. They probably aren't going to do a whole lot.
I think getting,
But,
like,
They could.
first
They
level
Flamers
first,
did
so
great
it's like,
into
we just
her,
have extreme table.
right? They have
I mean, they
Flamers
do
in here? No, they
Or
don't.
this is I'm talking like on the vehicle.
Oh yeah, on the vehicle. Yeah, they could just do something, right?
Yeah.
It's another
This
source
guy
of
though,
income.
he might want to
So
shoot
have
this
good
dude.
investigators.
Because this guy's actually a threat, right? And he's got the guns to shoot him off the
the way
table.
the program works is what
Oh,
So,
and
or he's
I
got to
guess
shoot her.
I need
It's
to-
one or two.
It's always good, yeah.
Meltas can't reach him anyways.
Yeah,
I
you
could
could
I
do
could hit
Meltas
him
backwards.
Yeah, I'll probably
She's
do,
within 9, so you're half
I'll
range.
do Meltas backwards, and then pulverize the cannon on here. I think this is a pulverizer cannon.
Yeah,
And then the dual battle cannons.
dual battle cannons there. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
And then,
try to find something a little bit.
I guess I could do that.
and then do you have like, yeah, because you've got 2 Meltas, 2, you know.
2 Meltas, 2
Well, so the reason
multi-Meltas.
Yeah, that's the way to do
like
it.
The honest
Okay.
reason they have the casters is before they had the room, but it was they moved away. But they still like I think once a week, like on Mondays.
We'll
they'll
start
roll
off with
these
the
away and they'll clean them.
twin battle cannon.
Now these have the vacuum that kind of cleans underneath them.
Right, but they'll still do it.
D6
you know,
plus
once
3
a week.
shots.
There you go.
That's what I was saying.
6 shots.
What I was saying as well, like,
So this is hitting on 3s because he's not minuses or anything like that.
is that
So he's just straight up ready to go.
like you can set it up to where
And heavy stubbers will also shoot back.
usually push that.
Everything else that isn't like the cannon stuff is gonna shoot back.
Okay.
So
3s to hit. You still roll bad, sir.
I don't know. I got half of them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
I
that.
can see the green. I
I
can see the
built it.
goblin green paint.
I built it.
That was the mole. Yeah.
And then
That's all we knew back then.
Right.
strength
so my thing
10,
is, like,
T11.
I felt
11,
weird
so
building my droids,
fives.
painting their face because I wanted like the CGI
One.
green from someone. It's like,
AP
man,
minus 1.
This is like taking me back
Save.
the ways. Goblin
Other
green with
cannon.
static grass. Oh,
Five.
it's the 90s. But like, even whenever we use like a 3x, board or anything,
hitting
so
on
use this to do all
threes.
of your stuff, room for all of your stuff on the same board.
all except one hit.
Nice. What's this one?
This is the
Pressor
pulverizer.
cannon? No, this is the.
This is oppressor cannon is the big.
Oh, that guy. Okay, so this is the pulverizer cannon. So it's a 9, so you need 5s to wound.
Yeah.
Use that table to set all the stuff on.
1 wound. AP minus 3.
Which,
That's
as
cocked.
big as these Star Wars are, it's amazing how much
Fails?
it doesn't get.
How much
3
damage?
damage.
And
Alright,
it
takes
really
3.
comes down to, like, how much do you really want to invest into this?
And
game?
then-
Because, again, if you want a little more permanent,
Now what are we doing?
Melta's going back.
Okay, so they're hitting on 5s.
not simply like 100 feet, and then
1 hit.
All right, and then wounding on 5s.
Tables like that, if you want a little
No, and then you get 4 from the multi-meltas.
where they're not hinged, you start running above.
5s and 5s.
and you drop it.
We gotta get this guy. We lost one earlier. Did you ever find it?
One thing I know,
Look in their dice box thing. They might have cleaned since then.
limited last set,
I mean,
he wanted
it
to get
was.
some of the
You
press
gotta look up
kits
in their dice
so
box,
that
man. It could be in
or
there.
he's like,
I mean, whenever we check the most recent time.
Yeah, but they might have cleaned since then, right?
is there any reason
Yeah.
to store
Alright.
campaign media out
check
there? Things like
Or we can go look under the death zone. It could have rolled underneath one of these
so
tables.
if you want-
It's just not. We're good rolls for you today.
Where does it come? So now, like, we're about to have a new set release.
Oh.
And so people are getting media kits, and I'm like,
Killed it.
you just.
And then what does he got?
The heavy stubbers.
So how many heavy stubbers does he have?
Just the one on top.
Play area,
Okay.
and the camera was just
So-
in the middle. And it's
36. Yeah, that's what they need.
You're definitely in.
Usually
Fives.
have a play area.
And then he'll need 6s to wound on this.
Yeah.
Are you wanting hand cameras? Because again, with
Yep.
most
It
things,
wins.
those get annoying.
Fails.
Because it's right in front of you,
Passes.
and just how,
So
I guess, me personally.
Then we'll,
I feel like I'm
The 2 heavy
up,
flamers here,
and, you know,
and then I'll send a hunter killer
at
to
him.
this guy.
Yeah, good choice.
I do this.
Hunter killer into this guy.
You know, Lobotron, I got in trouble for that.
You've got all the little guns. I mean, you might as well put them into him.
There was an iPhone
'Cause he has the-
shake your phone and it would call your
Uh,
I don't think the flamers could reach him. so-
No, but the other little guns can reach him.
Okay.
Because you have a stubber,
I did not think-
hunter killer missile,
Telling
las
how
gun
you were
array,
doing it.
Yep.
Next
and
thing I know,
a,
Eric walks over to me and said,
multi-laser.
and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, okay,
Or-
apparently
the las gun array, sorry.
store,
Yeah. Okay.
and you know,
So
one of the people
I'll
that
start
just
off with the
appreciated
heavy flamers. I'm just gonna see if we can get any more chip damage here.
Yeah.
we just didn't know what was going
So
on.
many
and I
hits.
was like,
8's pretty good.
fine, and I looked, and I
But
was
then you
like,
need 6s to wound.
this stupid thing Apple turned on automatically, and it just, I was just sitting there, I was just bouncing my leg, and it was just enough that it like pushed.
Made one, failed
on the
one
button.
in the box. Not failed it. I passed it outside the box, but we're rolling in the box today. So. You got another damage on her.
Needless to say, that,
It's down to 9, just under half.
Alrighty. Then we'll go to the las gun array, which is
But yeah,
Or yeah,
And then
like,
you're going into this guy maybe with las gun.
cards in
Yeah.
their hand.
So you're good. Las gun array is rapid fire 6, so you're well.
I'll only get 6
You actually-
shots because it's 24 inches.
Maybe you go backwards in because you double your shots if you go into her.
and then now I'm just like,
I mean, yeah.
Double your shots. I mean, it's 5s to hit instead of 4s, but
If you had like a,
I mean,
an actual, like,
5s to hit instead of 4s is not that big. If you hit twice as many
like
shots,
a viewhole.
exactly.
yeah.
And then you can just set your hand on it.
okay, so it's basically what.
Right, yeah, that's exactly
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
thinking.
I was gonna raise just
And
gonna
you
go
just
back
have
into
to
her
be
then,
looking
if that's the case.
Listen, I don't want to hear you guys talking about pinhole cameras. Okay, I just know this is not going anywhere good.
No, we're talking about if you're playing a card game.
Sure,
streaming,
sure. Card game in the
put your-
toilet? No,
But then you can put your hand down and you can see what's in your
that's what I was thinking too. Or,
Oh, was it?
Magnificent one hit.
is that a one hit? Okay, and then
It's not my
strength
type over here.
3, so no wounds. You need 6 to win. No, we were talking about doing this stream table also for people like when they're opening packs.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. People love to watch people crack packs, and the store owner loves to crack his own Star Wars packs all day. So
What
just come
Aaron
over and
said
crack
whenever
packs.
set 3 was about to come out is he wanted to see what it
What's the
if it
range?
could be a me.
36.
Oh, you're an 18.
And
Yeah, for half.
This
they
is
were like, you need to have so many streams. And now
Heavy
they're almost
subbers.
to set 4, which is, in 2 weeks. He hasn't done anything. It's like, this would be a great, easy thing to just...
I probably should have given this guy
Yep.
a take aim.
We were thinking about doing having the table set up, but if you wanted to set it up for the crack packs, like you just zoom in, or we have one that's on a lower for packs
Well, so
and
we were
stuff.
talking about, like, streaming the game is easy. You can do that with WoW, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's easy.
So,
But, like,
5,
we're talking about
because it's
hand
strength
cannons.
11 on him, right?
So people can see
D4.
what's in
Yeah.
your hand without you having to like play out here.
Nothing.
Because I play like
It's
I play
4 on
cards,
11,
not
right? So you
playing
need
cards.
6.
Like
Well, and
I want
then-
people to know.
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
Well, and then
Yeah,
too, like, I'm
so
like,
nothing there.
I was thinking of wrong number.
and then-
Right.
We got Nurgling killers back there.
Yeah. We do have the Hunter Killer missile. So,
Oh yeah, 100 killer missile here. So 4's a hit.
4s,
They never hit.
never.
True.
They never hit.
True.
They
Although my
when I-
guard ones hit
my
more
Oh,
single
than
ones
my
have-
Marine.
I can make you some
I hit all the
little
time.
100 killer missiles. I've got the 30 bit, and then you put a little magnet in them, and you put a magnet on your tank, and then you pull it off when you've used it, so you know if they've used it
Bro,
or
I still
not.
have some of the old 100 killer
That's what I
bits.
have. I got the old bits,
Okay.
but I'm saying we just put magnets on them.
Yeah.
It's really easy to show if you have it or not. You've got
So
rattlings and
I would
flamer
pressure-
and tank
they,
into the.
They were so snug
and then
already
you're
that when
basically
you climbed
done.
over it, it was
Yeah,
enough for a
that's-
pressure
Oh,
fit.
yeah,
So you
that's-
could just
That's
pull it
deep.
off.
It did not work for this turn.
I mean, I obliterated one thing.
You did obliterate. Well, you obliterated a expensive character, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, I was able to jail you, which is
Exactly.
like not what you want. But it's okay because I haven't done that much damage to you. All I've killed is 4 Krieg engineers and a Chimera,
Yeah. But, I
so
mean,
that's not that good on my part either.
You're slowing this thing down like crap
Mm-hmm.
and shooting into it while it's in combat. I mean, this guy's just going, hi guys.
Yeah. I can't even see
Oh,
you. That's
actually,
the problem. Yeah.
Well, and they can't shoot it anyways. It's blast.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess
That's why I like H ones.
Mine aren't blast. This guy is blast, but the Slanesh ones are.
Oh, you made them Slanesh? Okay.
Yeah, the 2 red ones are Slanesh because their guns are great. 6 shots with sustained hits
That's
1,
not a Slanesh
strength
color.
9, AP 2 damage, dev wounds.
That's not a Slanesh color.
Well, I got these a long time ago, and
Although that
they're
one, that one
pinkish.
looks more purplish from here, so we'll let it.
Yeah, we'll let it go.
Peach purple. We'll let it slide.
Look, I did paint on my keeper. It's not nearly done, but it's much more done than it was. And I'm kind of liking the way it's going.
Get magnet flags. So
Yeah. I just need like a loincloth that hangs down that has the mark of the god.
and it's magnets.
Yeah,
switch
magnet.
them
So
out.
you just like, oh, this one's now corn. I would run them as corn if corn wasn't the absolute trashest. Its gun is a flamer, and it's not even a good flamer.
Corn is either like top tier
just
or bottom.
rattling shot.
Yeah.
Never in the
All
middle.
wings,
All right. So hit on 3s.
3s.
Ugh. The rolls just keep continuing. 3s to wound. Oh, 2s to wound. 2s to wound. All right. 3.
3 wounds.
6s to save. So I'm going to lose a base. So there's one more base. I'll just lose this guy here.
Alright. And then,
Okay. You get 1 flamer that can shoot from the inside out.
Markers those are.
so auto hit
Oh,
D6
yeah.
Yeah,
shots.
we set it. We
This
set it up
guy's
so I
Yeah,
can
they go back in,
camera
yeah.
so I can-
Right.
So
It's just
rattlings.
like, I know exactly who. it
So he's
belongs
playing a detachment where if you get out of a vehicle, you get +1 to wound. Rattlings can get out of the vehicle, shoot, and then move after they shoot and get back in the vehicle. So we're gonna name the vehicles like Hobbit Hole or like the
Nice.
Shire, and so he's just running like a bunch of rattlings inside the tanks that just get out and shoot you and get back in.
Get back in.
Third breakfast.
Yeah, third breakfast. Yeah,
Third
second
I like
breakfast.
that one. Well, it's like that's what you have to name.
You have to name the vehicle like
yeah.
second breakfast. This is the Chimera for the
Well, they
rattlings.
get second breakfast. That's not for breakfast. You name it third breakfast.
Third breakfast. Oh, what you need to do though is we'll get like little like a hibachi grills and stuff and put it on it, like you know, like the tank
One
is
of them
like
just
covered
needs
in
to be,
like
a
food and
fireworks
supplies.
card.
Yeah, there you go. A fireworks card is a good one. Have an old wizard as the commander.
There's a gray hat.
Yeah, this is just a gray hat somewhere on the back of the.
Well, yeah, whoa. They're Imperium Psyker.
Sanction psychers are cool.
Right,
Yeah,
it's Psyker,
yeah.
not Wizard.
Yeah, it's a gray hat for a psyker.
We don't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
sorcery here.
Yeah.
Look, if
Allegedly.
you do that, one of them has to be named Precious.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's the Rogaldorn. Rogaldorn is named Precious. All right.
Alrighty.
Or you named
No,
the Rogaldorn like
is
Theoden
Samwise.
and
No, the Rogaldorn is Samwise.
my
Because he's the best Hobbit.
my
Like
my
everyone.
nephew is named Theoden.
No.
Literally.
So one of your
Michael
chimeras,
McKinnon?
since it transports things, has to be named Bill.
No, that's
It
true.
has to
Bill the
be
pony.
Pony.
I just want to let you know.
I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
I have a nephew named Theoden. I have another nephew named Logan Wade. Actually, that's Michael McKibben's kid, not mine. It's not really my nephew, but you know, Michael McKibben literally named his kid Logan Wade. My wife's like, "That's a cute name." I'm like, "She doesn't know. She doesn't get it." Okay, what are we shooting where? The one flamer?
The one flamer.
All right, D6 shots. That's cocked. You can roll if you want. Three.
Three.
Same thing.
It's-
So
it's-
3, choose to wound.
He can talk with Jake and Esto because he does carpentry for a living. So,
Three
Two.
wounds.
That's trying to nice, but yeah, like if you
Three
get it on the
3
head,
wounds. I made none, so I take 6 damage, so it kills a base and a half.
Whereas if you have, solid wood edges, it's very unlikely you get a cocked die.
All the chimeras.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's
Guns, I guess.
But,
Yep.
well,
Which
again,
is a lot.
how
You went with
do it,
flamers, so
right?
2 flamers.
Instead of it being
Start off
straight,
with
right, like
flamers.
Nice.
There's 7.
You're going out. It would more need to come.
or it being closer to like a bowl.
Well,
In a
that's
sense.
what I'm saying. Like, so if your top kind of actually goes this way, so
I just
whenever it
need
hits the edge, it'll push flat.
over,
Because its problem is because it's
I
that
need
way. It can
3
land.
2x4s. Up, over, down. Done. Nail, 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 nail. And then we can attach things to that 2x4 however we want with a railing system or a swinging system or whatever.
What are the toughness of the Nurgling?
3.
3. So
3's 2.
5. So
Yeah, I was like, they're nerds.
yeah.
5.
That's
Remember
yep.
for the
5.
longest level or 4, because Nurgle basically had +1 toughness to everything.
So no saves, so take
but
all
this is what's gonna
5
happen,
damage.
right?
So that's going to go
He's gonna kill one more,
1, 2, and then 3 to this guy, so he's down to 1.
and then he's gonna get back at least 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm going to make a save, and then they're going to come back, and then they're going to be a no.
Yeah, I learned my mistake from that Sagittar not charging. I'm take shocking if it's alive.
Yeah, if it's still alive, you're going to tank shock. I was going to tell you to charge and tank shock if there's a few wounds left. Because it's worth it.
It
Yeah,
really
yeah, they
is.
all have to be gone.
You don't just kill them down, you kill them all the way
That's
out.
what I taught
Alright.
someone about pinks.
That has been that way. Yeah. Oh god. Look, dude. Whenever Pinks used to turn,
This is,
loose
you
and
get
kill
a lot of
them,
shots with these tanks. They're
no,
good at
they
killing
just,
things like Nurglings, you know?
They did, and you could
So
pull more in.
hitting on 4s.
Oh, it was the most frustrating tar pit ever.
So-
Because you could end up with more
Yeah, that's kinda
blues than you
I
started.
should have had him do the action to burn this.
because it's pink,
That would have been
2
awesome. I
blue,
should have done that. I'm going to do it next turn.
Alrighty.
And so,
So I made
was
half.
it round 2?
Yeah, made
right?
half of those.
How many is that?
He managed
or
to
hit
wipe
half
out
of
a
those,
unit
just-
of pinks.
What's the strength? This is the gun
This
that's
is the
strength
last
3,
gun.
right?
But he kept
Three,
hitting,
so force.
hitting enough on the other set that I had.
So
that
3.
He kept putting me down.
None. So I take all 3.
I brought back. I only failed on that unit. I think I only failed.
Down to
3
2
splits.
wounds on the last guy.
Only failed 3 splits.
Right? Heavy
And I
stubborn.
brought back at least 3 pinks back on top of it.
Force.
That's rough.
He never killed it, but yeah.
Alright. And then these are strength 4, so
I
3.
remember whenever Necrons first got their
Ooh,
scare
2.
spider, they could make more scare.
Alright, if I make a save here, this is the last gun, right?
Yep.
So if I just need to make 1 save,
Use the hunter killer.
you could. You have to declare at the beginning. No, I failed them both.
I know.
He died. All the Nurglings died. He had 52 shots on me. Dude, Chimeras have...
Instant death. Every
decent amount
failed
of guns.
save is 2 wounds and AP2. And they're
It's not bad, sir. Not bad.
They're all
At least
dead around.
Unfortunately, you whiffed on the bigs, but you did fine on the smalls,
No
so...
making babies. No, I know how this goes.
What do you got?
Because that was where they could just one-shot Land Raiders. Because they each
I think I
hit,
got
it was
really
3 attacks apiece.
Anything
You started
else?
with 10.
Maybe.
On the charge, they got an extra attack. Yeah, there were 40 attacks. You would hit on average 20 times.
I think that's it.
Alright. So, charges?
And you needed
None?
50-50 chance to reduce its armor. So you went down to you reduced the whole size of its armor.
It's a good place because this is fun.
And he's blocked you in there? Because of the way you're deployed, that Chimera can't get out to get in there. And so yeah, you don't have any charges.
And you're like, this is the stupidest
So-
thing I've ever seen. So yeah, I just remember like, no.
So I'm gonna just roll all her attacks at the same time. The blacks are the snappy claws, and the sword is the reds. So they're all the same though. They're gonna be, well, maybe not, because you're T12, right? Yeah. So 2's to hit though, either way.
I did forget about the Dorn's like rerolling a hit.
Oh, he does get to reroll like every turn, 1 hit or wound or what is it? What does he get? Is it a save? Can you reroll a save? That would be good.
That would be very good. Called shots. Each time model selected to shoot, you can reroll 1 hit roll, you can reroll 1 wound roll.
And 1 damage roll. So yeah, actually he could do 1 hit, 1 wound, and 1 damage. So good. You want to reroll 1? You can reroll 1 on her.
I don't know what I would.
Whatever her best attack was is what you should reroll.
I guess.
What was the best attack you made? You can roll the best attack into him. Because you can reroll a hit and a wound. So, you know.
I could. I guess I'll reroll the.
The
Best one is your like multi-melta probably. This is the most damage. It's 5s to hit, so you can reroll 1 of your 5s to hit. Right? And then go ahead and reroll 1 dice for a 5 to hit. You hit, and then roll a wound on it now. You need a 5. Nope, you can reroll it. You didn't get it. But if you had done it, then you could have also rerolled the damage. So, and then the other guy gets to do the same thing. So he could do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
So
Multi-melta.
yeah. Nope. And then reroll 1 of the wounds that you failed on, because you hit with some of his shots, but you didn't wound with them.
Oh, that's right.
So you still have a wound. So reroll a wound that you failed. Nope.
Didn't
So there you go. I mean, that's all you can do. So you get to help, but
I'm like, yeah, here's a bunch of
okay.
need to remember that.
All right. So these are my hits on you. I get to go first because it's. So then the claws are 6s to wound because you're T12, and the reds are the blacks, and then the other ones are 5s. But the claws are dev, so if they do wound, it's going right through. So nothing on the claws. And nothing on any of it, actually. See, I told you she wasn't that, like, she couldn't kill a Dorn. You actually are going to be great into me. 6 attacks.
Yep.
But you hit on 5s. Yeah. She's hard to hit.
There's 2.
Yeah. And then wounded me on 5s. You got 1. She misses the save. She misses the feel no pain. You do a damage. Is it 1 or 2? Some tanks do 2 damage. All right, that puts her down to 8 damage.
I'm very much that
I mean, she is under half. Is that it for the turn?
I think that's it.
So I score recover assets because you didn't kill the units. You scored extend battle lines, and you scored 4 for no prisoners because you killed 2 units.
Oh yeah, I killed the
You didn't quite get the 3rd unit, but you got the Nurglings and the character, which is why this was a really good play, because you had no prisoners, so that was a good play. So it goes to my turn. So we're gonna roll. You're up on points. I mean, you're winning 13 to 19. If we end the game right now, you win. No,
maybe better, like for Lisbon, maybe better.
I control 2 objectives. So start out with Scorched Earth. I get 10 points for Scorched Earth, and then I'm gonna select mission. Random. I got Cleanse and Overwhelming Force. So Cleanse is easy enough. Overwhelming Force is kill units on objectives. That's a little harder.
Yeah, only things that are on there. You can kill the Chimera. Or is it? Yeah, the Chimera's on there.
Yeah. Luckily, you don't have flamers out there, so my girls can do their jobs.
I'm glad you called it UFS because you kept saying
engineers do
UFS, and I was like,
have.
what?
There's 2 flamers in engineers.
I call it UFS too.
Right, thank you.
It's not good flamers, but there's 2 flamers in the engineers.
Yeah. Well, like they have 2 flamers as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna like probably charge in here to get the point, and it's okay if you shoot 2 flamers at them, you'll kill some, but it's not enough to like kill me off the table. So,
But they did make a really good
oh, we both get a CP.
So they're
You're up to 3 CP. You didn't spend any. Do you have strats? I'm messing with you. We don't know them because it's your first time playing. So remember, this is your first time. You're learning stuff.
I can reactive move.
If I get close, right? Yeah, you can be like, I'm reactive moving to either get further or closer or whatever I want to do, right?
Yeah, I could reactive move maybe these guys to get closer if this guy moves.
Oh, he's not moving closer. He's gonna cleanse.
If the ladies move any closer, I might.
Run away! Stay away from the weapons. So yeah, I'm gonna scoot him back here, and he's gonna start burning it.
We don't have good guys.
And then I'm gonna have them come up and cleanse this.
We just have guys, and they all.
Even though, actually, you know what?
Kind of sad to see.
Yeah, I need them
he's
to
not
cleanse.
with the company anymore. But
I'm gonna have them move up and cleanse, and he's gonna burn.
okay.
So that way,
I know about the case. Yeah.
you don't have a ton of OC is the problem with this
I know,
unit.
but it was.
But you have
for
some,
a
because these
long
guys are
time,
5 and they're like 6 or
He hasn't come out
something.
very good, so.
something. And then your tank is like 3. So you can just get on the point to stop me from
I
burning
still
it.
play the game.
Right? You could do that, so it's
Kinda
not bad.
dislike that
Actually,
they haven't.
would I be better than to go?
Like I understand the reset.
Yeah, I can't burn it with them. I'm not gonna. Oh, actually, we messed up even worse than that.
Oh,
At the end of your turn, I have to pick up 2 units. I'm gonna pick up these 2 guys because that's what demons do.
But then
Totally forgot.
they didn't introduce a lot of the mechanics back.
Yeah. I don't think I do. I gave it to my son because he's at science fair today.
Front and back.
Let's see if it has charge. It has charge.
Here you go.
Like Connor's like,
I mean, there is a power port over here, so if you have a charger, you could charge it. I think I have one of those in my car. So,
bottom left corner is there's
yeah,
number.
we'll probably play one more turn before we have to be done.
Play whatever's the lowest.
So I'm gonna pick them up at the end of your turn.
And
Roll my missions, and then I'm going to do Battle Shock before I start moving stuff. Does that matter? So the only one that's like Battle Shock is the girly girl, and so she is +1, so she's leadership 5 basically.
close game.
She passed, so she's going to heal
That makes it really easy.
2 wounds.
That came from
She's back up to 10.
Was that a shame?
because like.
But if she can get into a squad, she can heal
And
is every guy she kills. So if I can get her into a squad here, she can heal a lot, but I can't. So don't throw her any cheap bodies, because you'll just be healing her.
I forgot to
Lowest
see how many guys come back
before
from
getting
the Creed unit that you shot with.
Oh yeah, I shot. So that how many's that? D3 normally? Yeah,
Right.
throw the game.
one guy. Okay, I get a dude back.
Having to do with
That's what's annoying about shooting them is they're gonna get their guys
4 or
back.
5, and then it's just like
I gotta get closer just so I can get the indirect on you.
I always give people the option. I want to play Luke or Vader. Everybody always wanted to play Luke, and I'm like, okay, so like I'm sitting.
Am I
there
now in
holding
range
Palpatine in my
of
hand
the
and
artillery?
like,
Yes.
I'm like, play Luke?
He moved up just to get in range of the artillery.
I know I'm just gonna like.
I'm gonna do like that so that he's
And it's like, okay, cool.
not as
Ooh, I'm
in
real
line
scared.
of sight.
And Han's just like, no.
I'm gonna see
Okay.
And I think that's
basically he has
that's
to
the other
pivot to
thing,
do
too.
that.
They took out a lot of no, which made the
So
game
he probably can't. He'll have to just go to the right. He'll have to be in the open,
Some control,
but I'll
like,
pivot
also
him that way.
answers to it.
I don't want him in this
So
terrain
my biggest
is the
gripe-
trick, but I want him up there. Trying to get his movement as little. You only have to pay for the first pivot. So the thing is about his like movement is like he started here, so I could just pivot for 2.
Interaction. Yeah.
I have 6 inches left.
Non-character.
I can go 4 inches to there,
Like, let me interact with
pivot, and then go 2 more inches.
Oh,
Yeah, because the first pivot cost, but the
Alright,
second,
you
third,
Dark
fourth
Eldar,
don't.
calm down.
Right? These guys are just staying here to.
with this critical role set. Though, they can't-
Remember, you still have 2 guys that are going to come on in a minute,
Yep.
right? All right, so we got my
It's interesting
missions.
'cause one of the main characters I play.
It's just
It's like nothing bad.
I've got a mortal wound bond.
Cleanse and overwhelming force, which is rough.
That was a TCG, the way they demoed it was they were
Cleanse and overwhelming force. You know what? I'm going to not have these guys go that way. I have other units that can go over there and do
basically
cleanse,
kind of like walk
or they can
through
burn.
a couple turns.
So I'm going to have him
And then
cleanse.
basically it would give you
These guys can move 14.
either hit their health.
I'm gonna
or
run 'em
hit
up to
their
here.
unit.
Tag or no tag?
And if you hit
Now, if you wanted to reactive move, you can,
it's teaching you
right?
the way the game's actually
But
played,
they're
like, real is
good at
try to
snacking
keep
on
your
vehicles, so.
because you never know what they can play from behind.
And there's not really a good
I was
spot
like,
to
that's actually an
move
in-depth
to.
thing that they
Yeah.
snuck in,
We're going to move him
but
over.
it feels good to hit their health. You know,
He's
it's
going to
a-
give somebody the fly.
And I was like,
Contrast
that's,
paints make it a lot easier.
man, that was a good.
Contrast paints.
Yeah, they're great.
So I'm wondering if like that.
I like giving him the
Since you know,
Army painter speak.
the thing. You know what? Let's let him stay in the open. You can shoot him too.
I'm
I'm gonna make you -1 toughness though.
But it shades everything for you.
So you're only toughness 11,
right?
which doesn't matter much,
Four elements.
but it matters a little bit. And then these guys can move 9. I'm just trying to get the point back from you.
Take my old decks and like modernize them. I'm like,
So the
it doesn't work.
so
Was it what they
I'm gonna
changed? How many
spell
EXs?
CP.
You're gonna Overwatch them, yeah.
as many decks in a deck that you want.
I thought you were limited.
Go ahead.
Because people were literally having like 30
They
You roll good or bad?
back,
6.
yes.
That's not good.
what it was. There's not as many.
But it's they're strength 5, so they're winning on
That's
3s.
everybody gets so mad because they'd hit me and I would just be like, first, oh, you can play this instead.
So 4
So
4 demon saves.
I
5 up on girls, so 3
the one
die.
that I want to play, I can't. 'Cause- well, 'cause Wind
Mine's gonna ray.
has Twin's always that one card away from being too busted,
Nice.
so
So
it's
that-
never.
That's a bunch
A lot of shots, right?
Slashing it's fine, but digging it's me.
Mirror's not bad at the Overwatch, bro. Need sixes though. Got one. So you should got two.
You can get
So many
really
shots.
close and scary.
And then
It's not-
strength
it's
3
not
though,
like
so
that.
4 to
They were
wounds.
just like, oh, pardon me while I just,
I think now
Nothing.
they
All right, and then what else you got?
This last set,
Stubborn.
because well, and then two for me, like we went and did a couple.
Nothing. All right.
Big tournaments.
Flamers are good on them. I agree. It
I
helps.
decided to play them.
Killed a few.
Every single person that I play that.
'Cause what I can do is they can-
players is like
They can do the cleanse
monks.
action.
Monks.
This guy can do the burn action.
Because at one
He
point
can just
it
say,
was,
"I'm gonna burn it,"
Really, really
right?
good deck, 'cause
And
there's
then,
a card in it that's now limited to one. You can only have one.
I might set him up
I think
6 inches
you
away from you for a charge. Because this whole area in the middle is the shadow, because I own more than half. So I can 6-inch deep strike.
The way I have the deck built
in
is
the
like
shadow.
You
So I can bring it back here and he'll try to charge you and tie you up for a million
have
more
to
turns.
remove it off the board.
And then he's doing the burn action.
Because you can't try
He's
to
doing
set it
the-
on my discard 'cause I'll
And I'm going to
just
set
get
him
it
up
back.
over here so
I've
he's
used
even harder to hit.
and
He's
it's
doing
a very
cleanse.
explosive deck,
He's
but
doing
I think
burn. He's trying to kill it.
It was just
right?
so frustrating.
And that also gives me
It's like,
OC5 on the
okay,
point,
cool.
so it's a
And
little bit
finally
more.
knocked you all down.
I
and
do
you're
want
just
to
like,
clarify.
knock this
I think
into the-
I've asked
and you're
this
just like,
before, but
cool,
if
they're all
you
back,
drop
and
in,
you're
it's
like,
not a movement.
good.
Right?
Sometimes it is. Depends on the strat. If you're talking about doing the reactive move, yeah, you might could reactive move, but it'll probably give me an easier charge on you.
Your combat.
So what's it say?
It's not even the.
So the two big things now. that
It's
they
not
did
even the
at beginning
transport.
was-
No, it's a reactive move. That's a different one. It's, what is it? There is one.
Swift interception.
That's the part where I'm just
Part-
like,
Which phase after enemy is a normal advance or fallback move. So they don't count for being set up. My guy counts as having moved, but he didn't make a normal move.
And then two, you
So-
have to be able to play all eight.
I guess they're not used to the idea that it's possible that I deep striked
And say
stuff in your face.
Yeah.
so the most common
That's
one
kinda
that's played is.
And then this guy's gonna cleanse on this one.
That just says
Alright.
He's just gonna get deeper in there to be harder to find.
You have to flip one. You get to choose.
oh,
which-
that's right, because whenever you use that as your resources, and when you're out, you're out. That's right.
'cause they're
I
face
guess we're
down,
done
and then
on
they're all
the-
face up. You can't play them face up. from
Movement phase. I'm deep striking 2 of the beasts, but leaving the
Luckily, you
third
get to choose what you try
in
to
deep strike in case I need to.
Because like in my monk
Do something
there's,
else?
monk-
So it's turn 2 now.
It is limit break.
which
Yeah.
is- I could.
I-
I could.
Like you could bring in one over here,
Yeah.
and then
I'm not
they can
getting
get in. They can get out when they show up,
him and, like,
but they can't move after. They have to. They can shoot, but then like your halflings could get out, shoot, and get back in
They're
though,
literally there.
which is kind of fun. And then your other guys can get out
otherwise,
and then
Leo's,
use their bomb
cheap blue one, so it's
to
like,
do damage to
I'll
stuff.
just go ahead
It's
and put
the
one, whether that's why
it's the turn though.
if I'm gonna play him on one,
Yeah, but your bomb though could go off. But you can't grenade strap me probably, but you could bomb me, which would help some. So if you bombed him and then shot him with the
That was
artillery, you might could kill him off,
No, I'm really just
right?
whatever I
But then if you
want.
don't, you just move on to it next
Easy to
turn.
get the tyros.
Also, you can rapid ingress at the end of my movement phase.
For-
So you could just show up over there. I'm not going to shoot them. Then on your turn, move on to the point. You're good to go.
So
Legacy
drop in the.
and it's in
Is it just a
Either one.
either one?
Either one's good. Because you're taking away the point from me because you're going to have more OC than me.
Yeah.
All you have to do is move more OC than 3 onto the point.
That is better, yeah. Okay.
And you can use your bomb guys, Krieg engineers too, right? So you can just come on the table with the rapid ingress,
especially when they're older
right?
sets,
And then
you can
I won't be able to do anything to it. I can maybe shoot it with this guy, but it's not going to kill it,
Four times now,
right?
like,
It's not.
it's not hard.
And
to
I
get
mean, this guy in here still has the grenade potential.
Oh yeah, and he might die from the
The battle shot.
battle shock thing. But I could declare a charge on you, but he's a mounted, so we can't go through the walls. So you're safe there, and this guy's like way out of the way. So yeah, you could.
So it's 7
Literally
pounds,
just, that's a great spot.
4 to bring it
That's
in,
not a bad
and
choice.
then 3
Rapid ingress that boy.
Earth
Yeah.
to
I would do it.
Glitch and Toto.
And either one's good.
I'm gonna go ahead. I spent 2 CP this
It's
time.
always like I
So yeah,
always
okay.
have snaps and
There's
Toto.
one for Overwatch and one for...
But it's the snap.
But that's
one.
all you need. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need.
Oh, and there's been many games that so I throw backups.
But I actually, hold on. I got to do my deep strikes first.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm going to deep strike these
I
guys.
play the same
And
cost Shinto.
I could do 6 inches if I'm in the shadow.
Character, you can't really play another one. But
I think you're still going to get to put your guy down, but I'm not going
then I'll play my
to do too much to you. But like, I can do another 6-inch deep strike here.
I need to wipe you again, so I'm just gonna throw this one at you. It doesn't matter what it does. And
So this guy's coming to kill that guy, but I want to kill Robert Dorns.
Yeah.
The problem is this kind of stops me, but he can like he can like straddle the wall. because he's walker like that.
Fire.
So I just need to get 6 inches away from you,
That's
and
another
then
thing. So
I can
they-
deploy like right there basically.
16.
So you have to be 9 away from me, but then 9 away from this guy. So there might not be room on this area edge, but you might could set up.
So what are the newest ones?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, you could set up back here. That would be legal. And then next turn, just zoom up and kill him with what you have. If I charge you, I failed my cleanse action. So,
So you have Clive, but
I mean, you're not in threat range of anything else. You're 9 inches away from everything,
Oh, so you can
right?
become-
So you're barely 9 inches away, but you're like,
oh, yeah,
go sideways a little bit. There you go. You're
Brother
good.
was Phoenix.
but
So you could do that, and you're 9 inches away, and that's legal placement.
and it's
Alright.
And then next turn, that chariot thing is dead because you're going to grenade strat it plus bomb it, and then if I don't die from that, you'll charge in or you'll shotgun me and charge in. And those shotguns and flamers are good with +1 to wound. I mean, that's not a bad. That guy's not that tough.
can't say like,
And then the worst thing is you've got guys in my backfield, which I'm like, no, I don't like that at all.
Like, yeah.
it just comes in.
Oh, because he's already in. He's just.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna do a lot of shooting. So
Take a 5 cost, and now there's my 10 cost.
Well, it's also a very.
we'll start with the Keeper of Secrets into the tank that she's fighting.
That was the whole thing.
So she's doing the overcharge Phantasmagoria. So she's 9 shots, she's -1, so she's sitting on 3s.
Has been on.
Pull misses.
Like,
Alright, this is only strength 6, so it's 6s to wound. But it is dead wound, so if I get a wound in, it's a wound. That's,
like.
hey, take 2 wounds.
You know, you and friends.
And then-
build a spin deck, and you're just like, cool.
She rolled a 1, no!
I'm gonna do whatever.
So
I'll just take it. She takes 3 mortals, because it's hazardous. But she does get to make her 5+ feel no pain. She made all 3, so that is clutch. She rolls the 1, and I thought about see if you re-rolling it, but I didn't.
which now luckily you can get it
So,
in those questions.
Aaron, I rolled a 1 on my hazardous, but then I rolled all 3 on my feel no pain, so it was all good.
Nice.
And you did 1 wound?
1. I think 1, I don't remember. But you take a wound, it's 1 damage, yay.
It looks at what
Oh,
so that's why it runs the 4 costs.
I guess he can't shoot at him, but he could shoot at him.
In the deck,
Plus he's lower toughness, so it doesn't matter, but he's still gonna wound on 5s.
and it's an ice.
We'll do his shooting.
Four, and it's an ice.
So he's doing his Slanesh gun into the back of that Rogaldorn. So he hits on 3s, and it's sustained, but I didn't roll any sustained. Usually I get at least 1. Strength 9, so 5s to wound.
Well, it gets everything.
1.
Brave, first
1 wound, it's
aid.
AP2, 2 damage.
Because you
And this is on the Dorn?
This is on the door in there, so.
So,
Just a 4 up, 4 up.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's cocked.
where
Very
it's
cocked.
funny is,
Missed it, 2 damage.
a very old card. I think except 2
down to 16.
Then he's firing his other gun. It's
The,
just,
I think
it's cocked. So far, nothing.
like the Mafia
1 hit.
I think came out like 5.
It's strength 10, so 5 to wound. Got a wound. It's AP1, so 3 up. 3 up.
Or he's not an ice back. He's
Oh,
an ice
3 damage.
sword That says you can
That's
tap
like an auto gun, or auto
You
cannon.
mill yourself, I think like 3.
13 wounds.
So either 3, 5, or 10.
The Gooey's gonna shoot his guns into the Rogaldorn too. So he's got a flamer, so 6 shots with the flamer.
So again,
It's only strength 5 flamer, so 6 to
and
wound.
then the ice lightning, because the lightning pieces.
Nothing. Alright, should have shot at the, doesn't matter, would have been 5 to wound on whatever. Would have been 5s on the Chimera, should have shot that. Then he's doing the flail. So this is D6 plus 1 shots.
They buff each
So he got 6 shots.
And one gives them
But he has to roll to hit on these.
haste, and one gives them, I think, first strike to play.
Oh no, wrong one.
At milling 10, it's a 40 card deck.
Make sure I get the stats right on this.
You have a good chance of hitting it.
So these hit on 3s.
There's been times
He's not that good at hitting. They're not lethal, they used to be. But strength 7, so 5s.
I think they're
Cock dice.
1. AP2.
no, they're 7.
Sorry.
They're
If I lose one of these, it's cool because I have like 50. So it's like,
Oh, the
so AP2, looking for 4.
they're
Oh, in the box, please. Got it. No big deal. Alright. We're doing Super Flamer into you.
yeah.
So it's also dev wounds possibly, or it's a hazardous and dev wounds. So actually, let's do. He's gonna do the girl's attacks first. She's gonna whip you. So she hits on 2s. She hits. She's only strength 4, so 6s to wound.
Well,
1,
he did 7.
and I believe it's AP1.
But
Chimera?
it's I believe
see.
it's 7.
Celesky,
Either 7 or 10.
L'Oreal hair attack.
And it's not that. Like,
This is AP1, yeah.
Is it-
1 on the
is it-
door,
so
AP1.
So, 3 up.
Oh, you did almost! Scourging Whip for the win!
So
Now we're gonna do the cacophonic choir.
Very aggro swingy deck. 'Cause you-
So this is why I made you -1 toughness, because it's strength 6, so it went from 6s to 5s to wound. But this is 2d6 flamer. 10 hits. My dice have been a lot luckier than yours.
yeah.
We'll have my son run a Nova and determine how many statistical analyses we can figure on this. 5s to wound, 6s are devs. So there's 3 devs, and then 2 saves. These are AP just 1, so 2 saves at AP 1.
So, and he's haste brave and all that, but you can give something haste. Brave
Got 'em both.
with it, so you-
And then hazardous.
You can turn one
Good.
to it.
Okay, so that's going down the board here. We'll do this guy. Indirect into the artillery and direct into the
Just
Rogel.
be like,
Direct into
turn
Rogel.
one, look, you either
1
have
hit. Wow, he's
stop or
not great on that.
Right.
No
This game would
wound.
be real fast from one to the other.
Indirect into
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
put you for
6
damage
shots.
Right now to not kill you.
4. Forced to hit. 6s are lethals. I didn't get any lethals. Only 2
Very
hits.
swingy. Like,
Right. Yeah, if you
it'll
don't
have-
hit it, you're
No
just like,
wound.
well, I guess I lose.
Well, what's your toughness?
Well, because it does get the other side.
So I'm strength 7, so no wounds.
You
T7,
have
pretty
the
good.
light storm side that you bring in, you have
Surprisingly
the other
tanky.
side right there.
Yeah.
Brings them back.
I'm trying to kill it as much as I can. I think that's. Oh, I got shooting back there.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So Slanesh
You
gun
have
here.
one of the guys that say-
Aaron, this is what the Slanesh gun does to a tank. Check it out. So, well, no 6s. That was not good. All right, and then 9 on 9, so force. Oh, I only rolled 1 wound. Never mind, just roll bad. 1 at AP2, 2 damage.
Everything else that I've heard you say, it's like you.
I rolled pretty good so far. 2
I'm saying
damage.
it's about. It's like it sounds. Average is coming around a little bit.
Yeah, I needed that because I was rolling like, oh, I rolled. They hit on 3s
It's 2 out of 3 on.
on all 3 of their shots, like all 3 of their auto cannons. And I did wound because it's strength 10. So 1 AP1 on you, so 1 4 up.
Make it.
Okay, that was 3 damage.
The
So
other side half of the deck.
Yeah, that's good.
Keeps me sustained.
I didn't need to bring the beast in, but might as well. Because if he ever gets in melee with you, you'll never get out of melee with him. If he goes to a Rogel Dorn and him are going to be fighting. Do you have a fallback and shoot strat? That's what you really need for this one. Here we go.
It'll probably be like for the infantry to fall back at you.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Action to cleanse, action to cleanse, action to
But it's
burn,
not hard as
and then I guess we're going to go charges. So we'll do the gooey into you. He's like, can't fail it. Look, he got in. Yeah, he just pivots. And then we'll do the
she says
these guys into your Chimera.
She's only like
Hey, they got in. They're fighting you.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's fun though when you do the
I'm helping.
the boss though, he's still your guy.
And then they're gonna go into the.
Like aggro is so.
You know what? They'll go into
I love
both.
it.
Just so I can't get that many
Like, I
into
have not enjoyed it in Unlimited.
6. They're good to go. So
There's a deck where it's like.
basically, I'm gonna go like
My 2 cost check. My leader's
this.
gonna let
Make
me
sure
put
he
this
gets in
guy on
there,
for
and then
free.
these 2 girls.
Next turn,
well.
you don't have anything to interact
Just treat them
with.
like they're in base contact. They're on Moonit Trace.
You know,
So just treat them like they based in. I'm just gonna do like most of them here and a couple there.
Now I'm gonna hit you for like 8. And you're
A
like.
couple 6-inch charges over there. Let's do this
You're like,
6-inch charge here.
Alright.
Into the Rogel.
And since I played
Got
the
it.
Falcon, I'm
8.
gonna put
So he's
Marshall
in.
on the Falcon, and if you block
Big
this,
guy
you
into
can't
the
interact with
Chimera.
it. Then I'm
He
gonna
got it
put
with the
my leader
9.
on it, then I'm gonna hit you for like
Beast and
12.
Nurgle.
Next turn,
Missed
I'm
it. He
gonna
sits there like an
buff it
idiot.
with 3.
It's okay. This guy got
You're
in.
like,
He's probably gonna block
what's
that thing.
happening?
And then
It's like.
that guy got in on you, so he kind of straddles the. You know, move him in there.
It's like.
This is getting pretty bad at this point.
My curve stops at 4.
So I think maybe
Like I have to go.
one of the strategies might be to deploy
I
the
don't play anything.
infiltrators out and sacrifice them,
Play Han, but
just because they're cheap infiltrators, just so I can't
poison unit, or
I can't,
just put him on the Falcon,
trap you.
plus 2,
That I
plus
could
3,
like
and
because of the girl being able to charge in
I'd rather do that.
and the Nurglings being able to jail you. I was able to jail you on both sides of your deployment. That really hurt, and so I think the lesson is, since you've got them and you know this army can do this, right? You go, okay, I'm going to take one of the 5 mans and just go ahead and deploy it, and that way I can stop you. I'll bubble wrap my tanks so that you can only charge these, you know, few rattlings. Who cares if they die, right? I'll sacrifice them for the greater good, right? So, although I don't think it's going to go that badly, I just think I'm going to end up burning this probably,
And then that's like
because you just can't kill this guy.
I'm gonna play a Han. I'm gonna shoot the leader dead.
That was you.
mine.
All right, let's just finish it up here. Everything is in danger.
We're going first on that big guy back there
I'm about to head that way.
into the Rogaldorn. He has 5 attacks with the pimp hand, the big strong hand. So here we go. 5 attacks, 3s to hit.
Because all of it.
Oh, there's 4 hits. He's strength 16, so he's wounded on 3s. So there's 3. And he's going to be really high AP. Give me a second. Because he's near the girl. She gives him +1 AP. So he is AP 4.
AP 4.
So that means
6s.
no, you lose the 2,
Oh,
3,
that's-
4, 5. Yeah, your
I'll wait
6s.
about
Yeah,
10 minutes.
3 on
Let me
6s.
know.
So it's like
He made 1.
you can bring
So you're going to take
for like 2
9 plus 4 is 13 damage.
Derek, lady says go.
It's rough.
4
And it's
wounds
not
left.
incredible.
And now he's doing the weekend. It's only half of his attacks, but the other ones aren't that good.
And
So 3s to hit,
well, so like
and then these are only strength 8, so 5s to wound. These are marine killers. 1 more. AP 2. So 2 4-ups. 1 more 4-up.
and she's like, I don't have any
6.
magic except
2 damage.
paladin who's on foot. And I'm like,
2 wounds left.
this seems like
So
a
the
problem.
girl might, the keeper might probably pop you. And then I'll do that one over there.
I just need him to survive, so the
So
Oh, it's dumb.
big hand,
And so the next turn I was like, we're just
Big
gonna
hand.
pay
Ooh,
instead.
didn't roll good on
So it's
him.
an extra attack.
3s to
So
wound.
I charge.
Oh my god, this is that other soul grinder to the Chimera. He didn't wound you.
And so
And then he has the sword, so he only has 3 more
and I'm
attacks.
like, okay.
Oh my god, he just rolled terrible. The halfling's luck. No, he didn't do anything. He didn't do a single wound.
Thought that I could go again.
I mean, you can just fall back. You don't have to use strats to just fall back. You can't shoot with the Chimera, but you can fall back, and I think your guys can still get out and move and shoot. And they can just get out before and run up on the point if they want.
And I was like,
Right? You could move them if you wanted. Right? Doesn't matter. You've already used your once, so you won't be able to do as much shooting, but
what is it, 4 plus 6
it's okay.
plus?
All right, let's do Gooey charged.
My cold ones, I want
He's going to strike at you with his strikes.
They don't have their own
His
roll.
strength
They
8
don't even have like
sword.
entry into the code.
This
They're
is so
just a
bad.
PDF.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks with the bile sword.
And like
2s to hit, but they are lethal, so if I get lucky here.
I'm playing Zinch.
1.
Because of all this.
1 miss.
Like,
Then
I
it's
get
5s to wound, because you're...
They thankfully fixed Mind Racer.
So I got 2 in
That
all.
was the most busted thing.
They're
that
only
ever
AP2,
used your
so you're getting
strength,
4-ups.
2% of your strength against their toughness, and you're like,
I'm
oh,
probably not going to kill him, by the way.
I don't like how the Cauldron can't be
One's cocked.
anymore.
So you made them both. And then
Now it's like, why would I take?
I'm going to do the squad here, the girls.
The hag's just not worth
They, because you're on the point, they get full rerolls to hit.
PDF.
Okay. So Selesky, we'll just start with Selesky. All of his attacks into you. We'll start with the weak.
They'll get a book.
The girl riding on his back is going to swing her hair at you. I whip my hair back and forth. 2s to hit. And then reroll hits. So all of them hit.
3, or all 6.
Yeah, and then they have a rule that they crit on 5s, but only if it would be a crit. So they actually they don't get to crit on 5s if your toughness is too high. So it doesn't actually help on this. But they don't. It's just they have dev wounds. But if you're fighting things that are T7 or under, then they wound on 5s and they're dev wounds. But against tough stuff, that doesn't work. So these are strength 4, so 6s to wound. Hey, there's 1. It's AP 1. 1 damage.
3 up.
And then now we're getting Axe of Dominion. So these are the big attacks. So these are 3s to hit, and then I reroll fails because you're on the point. So
About to have a really bad
hits,
day.
and then 5 hits out of 6 is not bad. And then he's strength 7, so he's 5s to wound.
I'm toughness 4.
Yeah,
2s.
4 saves at AP 2
Oh, I missed some of
though.
these, right? I roll hits with 3s.
Wish he was near the keeper. He'd be AP 3.
2s. Here's my bucket of dice.
Ooh, you felt 2?
Felt 2.
They're 3 damage apiece.
And they're like, why didn't you count these?
6 damage.
Someone's gonna kill everything anyway. I don't care.
All right, and we're doing.
3 wounds
It's like
remaining.
strength 4.
All right, we'll do 4 girls into you.
Alright.
Okay.
Three.
It's like per guy in this thing. So it's
4
so good.
girls. They're hitting on 3s with full
I can wipe
rerolls
units at a time now.
because you're on the point.
Also, you can't fly 50 minute blocks.
Well, that didn't help at all. Well, that wasn't useful. And then they're swooning on 6s, and they have dev wounds.
Cold
So
ones still really good. Like the
1.
Dark Elves still do what they did.
Take 1.
They just don't have.
All right, and then I have 3 on the Chimera.
Alrighty.
3 on the Chimera. All right, same thing.
Forever.
Okay, I'm gonna hack your head
The rerolls did not help me at all. And then strength 4 versus T9, so 6s, but they're deaf.
Man, I'm really glad it was
Nothing.
scary.
No, they're not good at killing tanks, but they churn Marines like crazy. They kill Marines like crazy. All right, we got the screamers in the back.
I'm glad that they fixed it.
They're actually pretty good against tanks.
I would not want to play against.
So they're melee weapons. Oh, they also flew over you,
Oh, yeah.
Strike
so they get a chance to do mortals. I forgot.
I think I feel
So you would took 2 mortals from them flying over
So
you,
if you have 5 or less wounds
and then
Goes from 11.
on your profile,
2 mortals on the
like,
Chimera,
starting,
and then
I can attempt to deal
that was in the movement phase. I'm supposed to do that, but
kill you with the spell.
we'll figure it out. All right, 3s to hit, no rerolls or anything. Oh, they rolled pretty good. They fell half or third. They're strength 6, but they're anti-vehicle 4 up, so just force. These are good versus like a Dorn because it's force to wound. All right, so I've got 3 that are AP 2, so that puts you at 5s,
Save one.
and then it's 2 damage apiece, so 4 damage in all. They didn't kill you, but if you imagine a 6-man of these guys,
Yeah.
they do 3 mortals and then maybe each your tanks. They don't care what your toughness is. He whiffed, attacked. It's your turn to pick the next thing to fight with. Might as well be the Dorn that's about to die.
Yep.
Major character. Things you play for corner can do one time.
Well, 6 attacks,
Yeah, they all
hitting
have,
him.
like, 5
5s, and then 5s to wound.
Oh no.
The,
Horns are.
they put a lot of emphasis on
Man,
characters, but
dice hate you.
Yeah.
Nothing.
he is the
Alright, let's do
go-to
her into you.
character.
See if she blows you up. You're probably going to blow up and do a lot of mortals to me, though, which I'm not going to like.
Yeah, so
I just don't like
that's
that
still
consolidate.
really good.
Alright, so all hits, hit on 2s, and then blacks are 6s, reds are 5s.
Like they're so really good. They're really fast.
So that's dev.
Which I don't understand. Like their little what is it?
So that just kills you because it's 3 flat dev. So, yeah.
AOS version.
Otherwise, it'd be a.
They have like
Do you blow up?
mode where you play
No.
No, close.
And then
Consolidate.
I can consolidate into your other tank just to keep you from ever moving.
this big, and I'm like,
It's like,
why? Like you can't screen me.
I'm here, and he can consolidate through. He can't get in range of your flamers. He's close, but can't.
Wherever I want.
So he can't go anywhere. He just has to sit there. But she's on your
And
Chimera
I'm glad
now.
that they did
Alrighty.
a lot of the
That's it. So
was horrendous.
you get to fight back with your Dorn and your Chimera.
And then that Chimera back there too.
So
You will, yep.
if you try to do a monster man list,
I killed 1 unit on an objective, or no units on an objective.
No units on objective.
Man, I didn't get overwhelming force at all.
but they fixed it.
I guess I'll discard it to gain SCP.
So it's basically everybody.
Every time I walk past two, the tables have flipped, and I'm like, because I didn't have to super
Strength
fast.
7
They
into
teleported me
Who you
everywhere.
hitting?
Girls like, why don't
Girls
you
are
go
threes.
teleport?
Threes, so.
Because I'm fast enough to
Twos.
do that.
I don't like confused deployment. Confused deployment.
It was like
4.
the worst range
4.
performance I've
If
ever
you
had.
The Rogaldorn?
Their shooting's not that scary, and I'm like,
I made
if
1.
I roll
I'll lose 3
halfway
more.
decent.
Alright.
He wants to start with all
But
this,
it's just like,
Chimera,
and you can't.
and like I love the
Okay,
attack
and you
so
need to
much
do
better.
3 hitting him.
It feels less just okay. I'm gonna take the best of whatever. And like okay,
Hitting
Alright.
on 4s.
Well, that and
Nice. Only 1 or 2.
they-
And then strength 6.
Yep.
So 2s.
Fighting Faye was kind of
2 wounds. AP0.
Neither 1. 2 more girls die.
the guy who brand new that I
Last Chimera going.
Kinsey.
Oh, the only thing.
Like you by far my
Yeah.
You got 1 into my soul grinder and 1 to my.
I was thinking so
Oh, yeah.
hard every turn. Like what do I?
What are you doing first?
Soul Grinder. So
Okay, so 4.
Fours.
There you go. And then 5s.
They're one of the objectives that I was thinking. I couldn't score.
Alright, then
And I'm like,
5s into
and
her.
you're like, yes. I'm like, all right, we're gonna
2 hits.
reposition. And I ran
And then
detective.
Strength 6.
Just as he's
5s.
Yes.
1.
Fuck, Joey, I was like,
4 up save.
I can't believe I remember that.
Nope.
rule.
5 up, feel no pain. Nope. Just takes damage.
That it wasn't towards you. It's like I just needed you to not charge me.
Pull her back
It's
down
like,
to
it's an
9.
easy charge for you.
yes.
Because it's like 6 inches or whatever. And you had a reroll, so I was
Oh
like,
no, it's still
That's it?
9.
it was not be good.
So
Oh, it's because
I scored
the one
cleanse
that's
for 4, but I did not get overwhelming force,
The spell that added +3.
which I wasn't smart. I should have put more attacks into this and like tried to kill it because I forgot I had that strat. So I discarded it at the end of your turn.
Allied into Battle Mage.
And then you'll score 5 for your
It was 9, but I made
control
it like,
1.
all I need is a 5.
Right, yeah, it was like super consistent.
But I still have more
That's why I
on
was
the
like,
point than you.
No, I can't let you
This is
do
5,
And so it
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
charge range, and I was just like,
And then
okay.
Dorn's a 5 and
those
those.
2.
Yeah.
It's funny now
Yeah.
that
So I got you on the point there.
Right.
But now you
Yeah, well, it's the end of your turn too, so I'm gonna
Like,
spend
does it also
the CP
the
and do the.
word saves do everything? You don't have to just be so many guys.
Someone can get back in, or
End of your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
One unit from your army.
Whereas
I'm just
before
gonna
it
pop
was just like
these
you had to
flavors
put it
back
together.
in.
yeah, even though they're engaged, they could still get back in. That's a good use of it.
And like you had to be.
Then they could just get out and shoot me again, right?
And, yep. And like if it's together,
Not bad.
it's a 4+.
And the Ratlings can just get out, shoot me. They can get out and shoot me.
Yeah.
Seems effective.
It's so much better. 'Cause now
You gain one, I gain one.
I'm at 3 though, because I gained
So it's like
one for ditching and then one for the turn.
And then you got
Sold out of all the
alright, and then
I got 10 for Scorched and 4 for Cleanse.
alright.
What were your missions?
because I think the
The mission's containment and behind enemy lines.
Containment's easy, and then behind enemy lines is also not too bad actually.
Yeah, I could score 4 points on that, but
Well, you could easily, because this guy could. Well, you have 2 units in here, right?
yeah.
So the thing is, the guy counts for behind enemy lines.
Oh yeah.
He could just walk over here, not blow up, and get behind enemy lines for 1, right? Your other tank can come on the board this turn, right? And you got to be 9 away from me, and you got to be out of my deployment zone because it's only turn 2. So you can't come in over here. If you had room, I would say come in here and then deploy into mine. You can't do that. So if you want to score double behind enemy lines, you have to basically have, but you want to score containment too. So question is, who's going to do containment and who's going to do behind enemy lines?
Because I mean,
You don't have room back here. You can't bring it in on the corner. I've got you kind of zoned out. Really, there's not a lot of places where he can come in, so you have to figure out. Because he's going to come in after you move, so you could have. You need to contain it 2 places, and they need to be different table edges. So you can't really get this table edge. You could get that table edge, perhaps.
but I know the
Because
last one
now-
was on Saturday.
9 puts it to there, so like that's the outside edge of that, and then
well,
9 puts it. Yeah, it can't fit though. It can't fit, unfortunately.
oh yeah, it has been flipping the edge. That's the
Yeah,
issue.
I would containment with something back here. I think probably the Chimera is the best containment unit. Get your other guy out, just forget the baby behind enemy lines, because that's fine, right? And then have them get out, come over and blow this up, right? But this guy could actually not be here. He could actually move to here, and you could drop the other one here,
Oh yeah.
right? And the other guy could get out first, and then he could get out, and you could get the second unit out too, right? So you could. This guy, this happens at the beginning of the phase.
Yep.
He gets out and can move up to 8 inches, but he just goes there. He's fine. If I get close to him, he'll just blow up, right? They're melee unit. And then he moves. They get out, or they could get out first if they want to charge, possibly. They could get out first, get out and move, right? Then he could move to here, containment. You bring your other one in, right here. When it comes on, they're allowed to get out. So you have these guys get out.
Yep. And then
They don't. They just are there, but they can still shoot. Like there's nothing stopping them from shooting, right? And they can still get behind enemy lines,
And I was like,
and they'll get the bonuses,
Lubicon. He's like,
right? So you set them up where they could shoot, either target basically. They can just get out within 3, so that's probably as best they could get out. It's right there. So you have their shots probably into this guy.
got his sword.
Oh, you actually could. Yeah, I've got the point covered up though, so you have to charge in order to get on the
One box
point.
left to go.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to get on the point unless you charge, but you can at least take me off, right? So that's what you could do. And then your flamer guys could get out or stay there. It doesn't matter,
yeah.
right? They could stay in. They could get
Watch him
out.
tonight if he's here.
You're doing your thing. But that's like one way you could do that side of it.
Yeah.
And you get your double. What you do? Oh, you know what? Hold on. He moves 12, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Can he get? Yeah. He can contain it here. He can contain it this board edge. He can contain it this board edge. Double containment. Sorry, your book's in the way, but basically he can get to here. He's wholly within 9, so he can move over to here. He's fully behind 9. He can contain it this board edge. This Chimera containment this board edge.
10 inches.
10 inches. So probably can't. If he goes 10, he can only go to there. So he can't containment here. But I'm trying to think what else you could do.
Because if I, instead of having...
Have them get out, and they can containment, because they can grenade strat even if they're doing an action, and they can still bomb, right? And so you could still containment to because they could get out and they're wholly within 9.
And what I'm thinking I could do is
So you still have, like, you can have him shoot, or he can,
instead of
basically
like
both of them can be containing. He can be shooting, they can be shooting, they can be bombing. That's enough.
yeah, I mean
You're maxing your secondaries here.
the only thing I'm kind of thinking about is if I could do anything else with like flamers. If
Yeah, that's the question. Is they could get out, they could charge maybe.
yeah,
They could get out this turn and then charge if you don't kill me with everything else you're going to do, which probably I will die. But just in case I don't.
because
Problem is, if you bring the flamers out, this guy's coming probably around to charge whatever comes over there.
well,
So you could
then
bubble wrap your tank with the flamers, basically. And then I can't charge your tank, but then you lose the flamers.
Overwatch too.
Yeah, but you also get Overwatch. Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
So,
'Cause-
first part of the game is
So this guy's here. So this guy's over here first. He drops the
The little guy.
little guy.
Then he moves. Then those guys get out
Yeah.
afterwards. They can't. They can still shoot this turn, so they're eligible to shoot, but they're going to choose to do the action. But they can use their grenade strat and they can use their bomb guy without failing to do an action.
Yep.
Because neither one of those is actually making a shooting attack.
And then flamethrowers just bubble wrap like right here.
Yeah, just hit the flamethrowers out to bubble wrap. And then you've got max secondaries this turn. You're behind a little on primary, but you like max big turn on secondaries.
and just
So we're getting pretty close. So if you max secondaries, you're up 34 to 27, Trip. There's 3 bases in there somewhere. But it doesn't matter. We have to set up like you're up on after the end of your turn. I'm gonna unless you kill this guy, which you're not. I'm gonna start getting up higher and higher on you in a minute. But you took mine away from me, which is hilarious, right? Well, at least you kill me off of it. So just talking through the turn, let's just assume you kill this guy, no problem. He's dead. Definitely dead. Right? You killed him. And then we sit here and fight for eternity because you can't, like, this guy can't even leave. He's like boxed in. Right? And he could leave, but if he does, he's worthless. Right? And then, you're just getting charged again. They can get out and shoot at her. They probably will damage her some. I don't think you have enough to kill her. I mean, obviously he can shoot at her, but not with any blast weapons. So the problem is his blast weapons are the ones that actually are like the best at killing her.
Could I pull this back?
Yes.
And then drop everything out, fall him back.
Then you're not getting the -2, you're just getting -1.
Yeah.
So that's better. Then you're hitting on force. Well, you're -1+1, so you're back to hitting on force rather than 5s. Yeah. That would help. Don't stay engaged. You're right. Don't stay engaged. Just fall back. It doesn't get to shoot its guns, but it's better to shoot all the other guns, right, at her. And you might kill her or damage her a lot.
Damage a lot.
Yeah. So roll her shots on her then. Go ahead. Let's roll her shots. Assuming you bring the 3 flamers back out and the little guys get out, you can fire all of this guy's guns into her. Every one. And I think you're still in melter range. Yep. So what do you want to shoot first at her?
We'll start off with I guess Melta's, or all Roll the One's guns because of the
everything. Yeah, +1 to hit because of the command, and you might even could put the artillery into her.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Alrighty, so we'll just go with Melta's.
Okay, regular Meltas.
Yep. -1 to hit, so 5.
So
or
but
effective
force.
4s.
Yeah, so 1 hit, 1 miss, and then 5s to wound.
Nope.
Nope.
But reroll.
You get to reroll 1 wound, so you might as well do it on. Well, no, because the multi-melt is better. Yeah, because it's got a longer range for the. You have to be within 6 to get the melter range on the Meltas. I think.
Multi-Meltas. 4s.
You can reroll 1 hit.
Yeah, I'll reroll 1.
No. And then you got 5 to wound. Reroll. You get to roll to wound. You're rolling for 5. Reroll it. No. But you get. What does this guy have? He's got the.
Go battle cannons.
Okay, shoot those at me.
That's
Swing back again. D6 +3.
6 + 3.
Nice. So that's 8 shots. Hit on force.
Yep.
Ooh, that's about half. 8. Okay. And now wounding on force. Because you're strength 10 on toughness 10.
Yep. So
Force to wound. You got 3. Okay, I'll get 4 ups. Make 2 of them. 3 flat damage.
Yeah, I don't think anything rolls more.
I only
than
take one.
six.
She's just too tough.
Yep.
And then you got
Yeah, nothing.
Pulverizer cannon.
Alright.
D6 shots. 2.
fours. One.
Average.
Strength 9.
So fives. Got it. Make the save though. It's too tough.
Yep. Stubbers.
Okay.
So. It's within 18. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Fours
I have those too.
and sixes.
I have a set for Eugene and I have a set for
Okay.
Alrighty.
And then he has a. Doesn't he have a? He doesn't get a hunter killer.
No.
Okay.
Roll the one.
Okay. He shot his hunter killer, but that guy fell
That
back,
guy-
so he can't shoot his. So
None of these can. This guy actually see?
he can see this guy to shoot a hunter killer. You could drop one there on that guy.
Oh, does he die?
Oh yeah, you gotta roll his battle shock. Yeah. Otherwise, he could go take the point. He's good, right? So he could just advance. How far is his movement?
Oh, you didn't know.
6.
That's
Roll an
such a
advance for him.
panic room. Everyone's
And if I roll,
Basically,
I'll
there's
put
a
take aim.
cloud
3.
9.
So 9.
creeping
So
on
can he
the
get
board.
with 9 inches? Can he get on the
Everyone's
point?
trying to get in the panic room.
Not. Oh yeah, it looks like he might can. Sorry, I'll go the other way with him.
Sorry.
I can't quite do it because it's not letting me, but I think he can just barely get on the point.
It's not as bad.
That's easier now. So if he goes 9,
Because
I think he can barely touch the points. That's all you needed. So he gets the point. You stole the point away with that one guy.
This one goes off.
But I'm gonna have to start packing up. So because I gotta get my son here in a second. But this is kind of how it's gonna go. Like, I don't think you're gonna kill her now that you failed to get her with the big guns.
Yeah. I do have a question though, since
'Kay.
with the Pro-Am list now, I realized I made a mistake with the points-wise
Sure.
stuff.
You can fix it. You don't have to turn your list in for a long time.
Yeah.
It's not official that you turn your list in.
I just, and I need to figure out what I need to buy too, because I think I probably want to go out with this full list.
Well, if we're looking at a 1,000-point version of this,
1,000 point.
I think you take basically half of it. You take one Rogaldorn Commander, and you take 3 Chimeras, right? You have, how many of the heavy weapon teams do you own?
I own 2.
You own 2?
Yep.
So you could run 2 of those, and then how many combat Krieg engineers do you have? Just 1?
I just have 1.
So just run the 1 combat engineers you have, and now you have 20
I've got
20 Ratlings, so you can run the Ratlings. They're only 100 points for 20. Like, it's pretty cheap, right? So you can run 1 Flamer with 5 combat engineers, 1 Flamer with 5 Ratlings, and then one Chimera that's just 10 Ratlings, right? And then they can do the thing where they pop out 10 Ratlings, shoot, pop back in, right?
Yeah.
So that would be like the base of the list: Rogaldorn, 3 Chimeras, and then the squads that go in the Chimeras, and see how many points you have left.
All right.
If you have any points left, put it into stuff like. You don't really need the artillery piece, but if you can, if you want to take it, you can. But you need a character to order it, and so you need a squad. So you could just say, you know what, I don't need any Kriegsmen for this list. I'm running the Hobbit Hole. I'm running the Shire list. So I mean, that's kind of a funny and fun army to run. And then you can get these guys 3 colors by March.
Yeah.
They're your Krieg colors, so just get them dark. Do that dark gray, dry brush. They've got camo cloaks, so give them some little dark green, splatter some colors on their camo cloaks, and they've got gas masks and stuff, so it's pretty easy. You're gonna want to look on them for clean them up. I just threw them on these bases with some tack. There might be some little use a hobby knife to any little connector pieces that got left before you prime them. Just check for any little pieces of the support pieces that got left. You might want to clean those off,
They don't exist yet.
I need to also. So, yes, I need 2 Chimeras.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the. Oh, you're gonna need 2 Chimeras. We can get you 2 Chimeras. One of the guys said Billy says he's got 3 we could borrow.
All right.
So I can get in touch with him and say, can I borrow 2 of them, and are they painted?
Yeah.
So that way we have them painted. So 2 Chimeras. And I definitely agree. Don't necessarily buy stuff for this list.
Yeah, my bad.
For now, don't really worry about buying stuff for it. Play it some, proxy it. Proxy out your lists and play them a few times until you feel like it's worthy to be paid for.
Yeah.
A Tanuki with a multi-rifle.
It's I really wonder. This.
She's gonna have to.
So this list did a bad thing to you, which is what this list does, which is why it's a top tournament list, which is I jailed you, right? But most armies don't or can't do what I just did, right? They're not going to do the jail. That's what my armies do.
Yeah.
You can see my play style is very much a lock you down army. But it works good with this list because unlike Votan, I can pick up and drop wherever I want.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest advantage is I'm just getting picked up and dropped.
Man, I don't know how I'm gonna get that one little thing that went to the void because I think, yeah, it's
As a sport, people tell them what happens and ask if they can help you.
yeah.
You're like, hey, I lost this miniature. Here. Can you help me get it? And I'm pretty
It
sure.
might be in the lost and found pile.
No, it fell under the cabinet here, so it's in the void, under the terrain things. We might have to get a stick or something, a ruler,
Oh,
something.
Oh, I can use the tape measure. It's
Tape measure, yeah.
This right here.
yeah. Yeah, you can fish it with the tape measure.
Absolutely.
And this are a Mexican lieutenants.
But thank you for printing all this. And
Well,
I
it's not hard for me. It was easy.
Sorry, not a Mexican lieutenant.
I do have to ask, what do you need me to paint to?
I'll find something that you can paint for me. I've got a bunch of armies, and I'll find something that you're a pretty good painter, so there might be something I'm like, you know what? Like, this would just help me a lot if you could get these guys, like, this kind of done. I've got a bunch of Chaos Space Marines, but it also might just be something you're interested in painting. Because if you're interested in painting something, guess what? You're going to paint it better, right? And if I'm like, I get the advantage of it being painted better because, like, you like it more, so you're like, oh, I'm going to put my energy into it more.
It's like
I'll
total recall work.
steal the tanks back, put them at the house. But I'll talk to Billy about bringing you just 2 Camaros for now. And we have some. I just have to wait for.
It is entirely possible.
I have 3 or 4. One of them's not even built, so that's a good thing. But I need to get those from Kevin. Kevin's.
It's a very useful thing.
Kevin has them, so I was like, I'll get them from Kevin later.
All right.
I kind of like the Cyclops guys, but for 75 points, maybe they're not worth running. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, you know?
All right.
It's D3, or if you roll a 6, it's 6 more. But it works on a 2 or higher. And they're cheap, and they're only 8 dice. They're movement 8. So they can like get out and then move 8 after they get out. So they can get up the field to do like behind enemy lines.
With a really big gun.
And they don't have any OC, they can't do
Has
actions.
nano screen.
But they can still score engage on all fronts and behind enemy lines, which is kind of the trick to
She's a
it.
total badass with an even bigger gun, but she actually needs to have it. Both of these are heavy infantry armor. This is a medium
Yeah,
infantry guy.
on paper it seems like it could be pretty good.
Dude, this list can be great. I did do something to you that was like kind of a stress test to like definitely a stress test versus your kind of list. But I also got to show you how good it was to keep 2 of the tanks in reserve. Right? But when you play the team tournament, you're going to have a teammate who's going to be able to do some stuff. And hopefully we don't ever get this corner. This deployment was like worst case scenario for you. It was best case for keeping me out of your backfield, but it was worst case for getting jailed. But if you had gone first, you would have easily got out and spread out all over the table, and that would have been really good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you could get out and like stage, what you would have done is like put your Camaros like here, like put your stuff out here, maybe throw one out in the middle that you're okay sacrificing. Put one in here like I was doing, like hiding one in here, and then maybe using one with move, and getting it all the way
Back over
over there just to say I don't care, and then like go ahead. Like I'm gonna sacrifice it because if you'd gone first, it would have been good.
Would that be like a Krieg engineer and the flamer squad?
Probably, and then I would have put the flamers out to bubble wrap the tank, and then the Krieg engineers maybe behind it or even still in it. And then if they move up to stop you, you're like, oh, Overwatch, right? Like get Overwatched by these 3 flamers.
And they're damage 2 flamers too.
And
So
they're good flamers.
yeah.
Nobody likes to get hit with damage 2 flamers. I don't know who you are, bro. If you say you like getting hit with damage 2 flamers, you're the one.
So if she fails, you can put her.
One of your Ratlings was still in the truck.
So it's worth giving it a work.
I traded cats for my friend Al, but he never came and got them. Literally cats.
PHs are fizz.
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to be like cat-sized, right? So, but like the trick is like he's doing Marvel Crisis Protocol. So that's so that's like Marvel characters. So there's that cat, the Flurg or whatever. So he wants one of those on the base of his Probably he's going to put it on the base of his other guy. And you could run the Cyclops. If you've got points and you're like, I'll just run Cyclops too. Because you can also run them on their own. You don't have to run them in the vehicle. It's just kind of cool you can run them in the vehicle. But honestly, they're not getting any advantage from being in the vehicle. So if you do run them, just run them on their own and put them in strat reserve.
Oh, yeah. And
They can just be strat reserve. They're 25 points. They just, they're cheap. They're like, oh, I need 25 points to fill up the last 25 points of my army. Boom, Cyclops.
also like what you were saying with the being there is like a little scary.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, and they're like, if you get close to me, I'm gonna blow up and do mortals to you. Which some armies really hate mortals. It like really hurts them. Like the funny thing about this list is just the fact that you could do if you do the Krieg Engineers, the Grenade, and the Cyclops, and you don't roll terrible, it's 10 mortal wounds. Like it's 10 mortal wounds, right? Like most of the time, 10 mortal wounds. Like Astartes army's like crying when he hears this. Because it's also like split up over different phases. Some in the movement phase, some in the shooting phase, you know. So they can't even effectively use their like once per game 4++++ against it because they don't know what's going to happen, and they have to declare it at the start of the phase.
I was so used to Enema Targos.
And if they do declare it, you're like, all right, well, I'm not going to do this thing. I'll do this one over here.
Oh yeah, I have an infinite number of 4.
All right, I got to go take my son to go see if he got any awards at the science fair. Okay, I'm going to leave the table here. I don't know what we're going to do with this. I guess I need to take it down and turn it off. I guess we take it down and turn it off. How do we stop the stream? I don't know. I didn't know how to do it. All right, stop recording.